Hello, Ben. Thanks for joining us.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear, Ben.
Forgive me for where I'm dressed, but it's very hot here. It's 4 a.m. in the morning. I've stayed up all night for this.
Oh, so, Ben, I'm so grateful.
Yeah, it's very hot here in Bali.
Well, the volume isn't the best, but I'm sure we can all hear you.
Volume? Let me see if I can turn mine up then. Mine's full.
Okay. Yeah, I'm confident we can all hear you, Ben. Look, thanks ever so much for taking the time to stay up and share your story.
It's no problem. So if I heard rightly today, somebody died close to you guys, right?
Yeah, well, it's close to me. It was Alan Wilson. He was 91 years old, so it didn't come as a surprise to all of us.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Let's take a minute, silence for anyone that's close to us has died. Let's just calm ourselves and have a think. A moment's silence for someone close to us for a minute, yeah? Let's calm ourselves, right, yeah?
Yeah.
Right now. 1 minute. Let's go. Right, guys, let's crack on.
Lovely, Ben. Thank you ever so much.
Yeah. I don't know the guy, but let's pay respect to the dead, yeah?
Yeah, thank you. That was really nice gesture.
Yeah. So, thanks for giving me the airtime, my friend.
Well, no, look, thank you for sharing your story with us.
Yeah. So should we wait a little minute? Should we wait a little minute for some more viewers? Or
no, please, let's carry on. The great thing about YouTube is that people can watch this back. We've already had a porn bomb already. We've already had a porn bomb. So expect right? But please,
do you get that often?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay.
Jack in the house, Convid. Mr. Positive is in the house. So we're all really impressed with your positivity, Ben, and your message, your story. So,
well, before we start, right? Who's struggling? If anyone's struggling right now with addiction, with confidence, any kind of life area, press 1. I want to see your courageousness. Press 1. I don't know if I can see the ones, but if you can see them, let me know. If someone's struggling in life right now, press 1. I want to see your courageousness.
In life at the moment.
You are number 1. That's you, brave man. That means you're going to go well. That means you're going to go far, brother. Because you can admit you got something to work on, yeah.
Yeah, Jack's got. Well, look, I think we all have got something to work on, haven't we?
It's the people like me. A few years ago, I was in denial. I was a complete wreck, and I denied I needed help. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was in my life right up. It's when you start reaching out for help, it's when your life transforms. Do you know what I mean? Never be afraid to ask for help. There's help out there everywhere. If you're homeless, there's help out there. If you're on, you know what I mean? Every kind of issue in England you may have, there is actually help out there, believe it or not. I've been through every single fucking avenue. So don't be afraid to reach out for help. It's not cowardliness, it's bravery. That's what I want to see.
So a big shout out to everyone coming into the chat room at the moment. We've got Katie, Jack, and we've got some names we're not familiar with. Look, thanks ever so much, everyone, for coming in. No doubt you can read the messages, Ben.
I don't think I can see him. Let me see if I can do it. This is completely different to normal. my YouTube links I join into. This is completely different. I don't know if I can see the comments. Anyway, oh, hang on.
A1000 is Katie, by the way. So we.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, Katie with a fist. Big up, Katie. Convict. Yeah, respect. Decent dude. Stay tuned. Mouth. Let Ben help you. Evening to you, good versus evil. Convict Ben, trust all is well. Unfortunately, Mouse is not brave enough to be press one. Hey, listen, all in good time. I'm no rush. Listen, took me fucking 22 years. Right. Who's who? Who's this? Yes, Convict is addicted to YouTube. I'm addicted to fucking social media, so join a club. Unfortunately, wants to spoil the show. Yeah, we get haters, but haters make us strong, remember?
Yeah.
Mr. Positive is in the house. Hello, Matt and Ben. Hello, Convict. Convict I'm familiar with, but now, what time is Naughty Ben coming on? What time is Naughty Ben coming on? Bold Beaver. I tell you what, Bold Beaver, I think you're on the wrong channel. So you're not going to get anything good from me because I don't talk about nonsense. Unfortunately for you, you're not going to get talked about anything nonsense. Bold Beaver. So you're in the wrong place, mate. Unfortunately. I don't know if anyone can get rid of Bold Beaver. I can't. If you can get rid of him.
Well, we got Katie is a moderator, and so is Convid. So we can
Convid, can you get rid of Bold?
Get rid of anyone who?
Convid, can you get rid of Bold Beaver? Because he seems like he's got obsession with nonsense, and I don't want. Yeah, please.
Yeah, and of course we are going to get called a nonce tonight, and it's inevitable it will happen.
Mate, it happens all the time. But if you've got somebody on there that can get rid of him, get rid of him. If not, fuck it, I'll carry on anyway. I think I just
yeah, they'll always come back then in another guise.
I just won't look at the comments. Simple as that. I just turn comments off. Unfortunately for other people, I can't answer their questions. That's the trouble. This guy looks like a nonce. This is Jordan. Yeah, she looks like she needs to go as well. She's got an obsession with nonsense. Anyway, fuck them. Let's go.
Tell us about your life story, Ben.
So, thanks for giving me the airtime. Yeah. Thanks for giving me the airtime. So, my life story. I'm not going to go into all the reasons carrying on YouTube. I'm just going to say about my life story. So, from a young age, I was always insecure, shy, nervous, anxious, insecure, no confidence. I've got to turn these comments off on a minute, mate. Just put me off.
They'll only distract you, yeah.
Yeah, it's put me off. It's a weirdos in here, man. So yeah, as a child, like as far as back as I can remember, it was like 8 years old. I was always shy, anxious, nervous, insecure, and like your average child. Do you know what I mean? Most average children at that age, yeah, shy, insecure, and my parents broke up when I was about roughly 6 years old. I remember it roughly. I remember my older brother crying, me just crying when they broke up. Dad left the house. But for me, I found it funny. But it wasn't funny. That was my way of masking it. Do you know what I mean? Laughing for it. But really, it broke my fucking heart because I love my dad. And I still love my dad to this day, and I still love my mum to this day. But that's how I dealt with things. Through laughter or avoidance. So they broke up early. And then I had my first alcoholic drink when I was about roughly 10. I think it was 10. My mum, well, actually, I thought it was 11, but my mum traced it back to 10 because she said that was when he started going a little bit weird up here, like what was the word she said? Like ADHD, like out of control. But so my first alcoholic drink when I was, let's say, 10 or 11. Yeah. So my first alcoholic drink. I lived in the countryside in Oxfordshire. In these little villages where I lived, they used to do like donkey derby. I don't know if any of you guys have heard donkey derby, donkey races, and the bowls, the hay bales and things like that. But I managed to get some alcohol that day. I stole it from my mum. It's covered. I was really drunk. Anyway, then I can't remember much about it. I remember being told off by my neighbour saying you can't get on that donkey because you're too drunk. Next thing, I went off pissed off in the mood. Then I was paralytic. Then by the time I like got all that into my brain, and I woke up like an hour later, like 4 girls taking turns giving me head. It was 10 or 11, roughly. Can't say exactly. Mum thinks 10, I think 11, but whatever. 2 of them were my cousins. That's why I didn't want to. Some of you may have seen the podcast I went on, and they was pushing me to tell me the truth, telling me I was lying and stuff. I said, I don't want to tell the truth. It's personal. Do you know what I mean? They kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, and I wouldn't tell them until I went on a decent podcast. But the truth of the matter is, the reason I didn't want to fucking tell the truth because 2 of them were my cousins, second cousins, and 2 of them were my friends. And when you're that age, the first thing in the morning when you wake up is not, well, let's ring the police, let's get these done. Do you know what I mean? The first thing in the morning was embarrassment, because I've been seen as an innocent child. You know, I've had people say, well, when I was 10, I was fully developed, I was a working man, and this, that, and the other. Well, I wasn't. I was an innocent child at 10 years old, yeah. I wasn't developed in any way at all. I was shy, I was anxious, I was nervous, and I kept it to myself for years. It's only the last, like, maybe 4 years. I told my mum about it, and she said, well, that was when you started changing. When you was about 11, she said, you started just going weird. But anyway, so that happened. So it was 2 of my cousins, second cousins, 2 of my friends, 2 17-year-olds, 2 18-year-olds, taking turns and giving me head. So it wasn't like physical abuse, right? It was more mental, what he'd done to me through embarrassment. Because I was one of these kids, because I always had an older brother, yeah? So my older brother was already into crime, drugs, you know, and petty criminality as it is. So I looked at my idol as like an idol, still do. Even though he's dying right now, I still look at him as an idol. And back then he was like, okay, so right, so I want to be an adult. So if I just copy my older brother, I'm a man. So in my mind at that time, at such a young age, being a man was crime, drugs, vandalism, just petty shit, basically. Do you know what I mean? I didn't know about it. I didn't have a father at the time. He'd left. I only had my mum, but she couldn't control us. She had 3 kids to look after, and she didn't know best. I don't blame my father, and I don't blame my mother. So what happened was then it was like a slow decline of experimentation of different drugs. So obviously this thing happened to me with my cousins and my friends. I've never spoken to them about it since. Never.
Wow.
Right? And I always used to hide from them, yeah? Through embarrassment, right? Because I always used to make out I was a man before I was a man. And I was embarrassed for them to say, oh, you're not a man, you know what I mean? Sort of thing. So I used to hide. So I used to like, so petrol we used to do a lot. Just escape reality. Do you know what I mean? Anything, I could escape reality. And I done so much petrol one night. I hallucinated so bad. I thought I'm never doing that again. I never did do it again. But it didn't put me off from doing, like, I'm in secondary school now, and it didn't put me off from doing, like, cannabis, speed, cocaine, pills, microdose, acid. I was just trying everything. Do you know what I mean? To like try and be this big man that I thought I was, but really inside I was weakling. I was weak. I felt cowardly. You know what I mean? I wanted to be a strong man. Inside, really, I felt like a weak person. So when I was on the drugs, I felt like invincible. Do you know what I mean? So that's how my schooling went. I never passed any exams. I got kicked out when I was 15. I got a job when I was 16. And then when I first got my first payment, unfortunately, or fortunately, I look at it really, the person I was working with was a heroin dealer. So my first payment, I spent all my money on him for heroin. I spent all weekend smoking heroin, and I thought, wow. Now I know what life's all about. All I need is a bit of smack. Life's going to be great. Yeah, that's what I thought, not realizing the pain that was to come. Yeah. So I've done that first weekend, smoking it for about 4 days because we got paid on a Thursday. I smoked all day till Monday. Come Monday morning, I felt ill. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I didn't realize that I was withdrawing. And I said to my mum, I can't go to work this week. Can you ring me and say I'm sick? I didn't know what was wrong with me. So I had the week after, and I had to go back in again. And the next week I felt great. Then I had to do another week to get paid. I got paid. Then I spent all my money on heroin again. Come Monday, I was ill as fuck again. But this time, now I knew what it was. It was heroin. It's got me. I thought, oh fuck. No, I am fucked. But in my weird brain, I thought, well, if I can afford £10 a day, every day for the rest of my life, I can have a great life. And that's what I thought. So that's kind of how life went in my teens. Up until like, my mum kicked me out when I was 18, which I don't blame her. I was out of control. Police bring me home. Ambulance bring me home every night. She had no partner and different things. She sent me to my father in a different town called Banbury. Banbury at the time was heavy with drugs. And that was where I happened to get my drugs from. So they sent me to the place where I could get my drugs from. So I went there. Started like I managed to like control it slightly, so I could work every day. Some days I was ill as fuck at work. I ain't gonna lie, but some days I was fantastic at work. You know, I kind of managed my drug taking, but I used to get my drugs to Banbury, and then all of a sudden I'm selling drugs for the person I'm buying it from. And then the next, I'm living with him. I'm still working, so I had plenty of drug supply around me, so I could work. You know what I mean? Because the more I worked, more money he got. You know what I mean? And the more I sold, the more money he got. So it kind of worked out all right in a way, in a sense. That went on for a few years, and the police started. I don't want to mention any names here. I've done it before. Well, I could do it.
The thing is, Ben, that the bloody audio isn't perfect, and we are having difficulty hearing you.
Hold on.
Would you mind jumping out and back in again, maybe? See if that will work.
Can you hear me better now?
Is it possible the Matt audio? No, Convid, that's not right.
I'll jump out when I come back in.
Yeah, please, if you can see if that works.
I'm not sure what the problem is. Wi-Fi. I'll leave.
I haven't got 2 live streams open. Well, I don't think I have anyway. Hi, Ben. We can't hear you now.
Hold on.
Oh. Yeah.
No.
Carry on.
Yeah, come in.
Yeah, we've got you.
Clear.
The audio is struggling too, Matt. Yeah, but
it's probably because I'm on the other side of the fucking planet. That's why.
Could well be, yeah. Well,
It's the
there's
website.
one more thing. I'm going to try one more thing, Ben. If you could use this link now. See, this link has gone in. That StreamYard. I'm sorry, Ben, but people are struggling to hear us. So if you could maybe use that StreamYard link, and we'll see if that works.
Hang on a minute. What? The Wood, Matt Taylor, Wood Press. Well, I've got a tap on it, right?
Yeah, StreamYard link. See if that StreamYard link will work.
There's nothing for me to press, mate.
The StreamYard link. It's in the chat.
Hold on, let me have a look at the chat in 1 sec. I try and avoid your chat. Oh, here we go. Pressed it. Nothing's happening. Have I got? I'm pressing it. Nothing's happening.
Okay. You pressed the StreamYard link, yeah, and it's not working.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, good versus evil. Pressing it. Nothing's happening. Oh, it's clicking, but nothing.
Okay. Oh no, let's see if this.
Are people still struggling to hear me? Do I have to come out and press it? Maybe I do.
Hello, Ben. Can you hear me? I don't know.
Yeah, I can hear. Yeah, I can hear.
Right, you can
Someone
hear
just
me.
said, "Do I have to come out and press it?" Maybe I do.
Yeah. Try that.
Give me a second, bro.
Okay, thank you, Ben. Sorry about this.
No. Give me a second, please. Give me a minute.
Okay. So we did have Ben in the StreamYard, but his mic wasn't turned on. Oh, this is terrible, isn't it? Do apologize for this, everyone. Like I said, it's just no good if we can't hear. And it just let's see if this. Hello, Ben. Can you hear us? No, that's just it. That was Plisco doing a gay porn bomb. Well, it wasn't actually gays. Plisco. The porn bomber strikes again. Porn bombing Plisco strikes again. So we know. I'm sure Plisco is very happy. Oh, look, okay. Hi, Ben. Yeah, Restream is obviously not working for us.
I tried tapping on StreamYard, nothing was happening. I just had to join again. Is that any better?
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. We just had another porn bomb then.
Yeah. It may be
we'll carry on,
I'm on the other side.
We'll carry on.
It may be because I'm on the other side of the planet as well, and the signal might not be good here. We had an earthquake yesterday, so signal's probably crap as well.
Well, I can hear you okay. It's just, it's not perfect. Put it this way, you know.
Yeah, so
carry on then, Ben. You were telling us about. I found it very interesting that what happened to you at age 10. You've never spoken about it with the perpetrators as such, which you said were your cousins.
I don't know. That's the first time about my cousins. I've spoken about it last 2 weeks ago. I didn't.
Oh wow.
Because I kept getting questioned by a certain group of weirdos saying like, why aren't you going to the police about it? I said, let's personal. Yeah, please leave me alone. Stop questioning me about the fucking thing. Yeah, when you're 10 years old, the first thing when you wake up in the morning after something like that, the first thing is not like I'm going to the police to report them. And the first thing is like, shit, I'm embarrassed. You know what I mean? It's not go to the police. You know what I mean? And especially when it's your cousins, that's why I kept it quiet. If somebody says to you, like let's have it now. Let's have it right now. If you said to me, Ben, I can't tell you something because it's personal, I say, no problem, mate. Let's leave it there. Yeah. And I said to these people, it's personal. I can't talk about it. They kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing like nonsense, basically. Like, you know, predatory, horrible, evil, scummy bastards. Sorry for swearing, but that's how I feel about them. And I ain't been
carry on.
Them fuckers yet. I ain't finished with them fuckers yet, but anyway. So I thought, I'll tell you what, I'll just go live with somebody that I trust. Unfortunately, they destroyed his channel. He's gone. So I told the truth. It was two of my cousins. That's why I never went to the police. And I never, even if it wasn't my cousins, I still wouldn't have gone to the police because I was too embarrassed. Do you know what I mean? But that's why I never mentioned it. They were my second cousins, actually. It's just life, unfortunately. Ben did say that the connection in Bali can be bad sometimes. Feel better, yes. So anyway, so from then on, my life declined. So from acid, all through school, acid, Michael got speed, got kicked out when I was 16, done all this drugs.
Were you functioning while you were doing this, Ben? Were you still like keeping it together to do your schoolwork, or was it all falling apart at this point?
No, I failed every exam. I've never passed an exam. Even in prison, I failed everything. Even in prison, every fucking exam. Yeah, because I'll be honest with you, I don't know what the word is. Yeah, my intellect or my schooling is low. Yeah, I'm good at certain things. Yeah, I've learned certain things that I'm good at. And what I'm good at, I stick at. Yeah, and I thrive off of it. Do you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Some people are good at certain things, some people ain't. You know what I mean? So my schooling is shit. I can't hardly read or write. Luckily, we've got AI. AI helps me a lot. When I got to 16, I left school, and then I got into heroin. Then there isn't much really else to say other than I had a slow decline of misery, basically. I managed to have a job. I managed to learn plastering, roofing, carpet fitting, many construction work jobs. But when you're on heroin, you seem to work better. You seem to do everything better. So when I was on heroin, I was a grafter. So all my thought, this guy's a fucking grafter. Do you know what I mean? That's what they thought. All of them, every single one. But when I ran out of heroin, they thought this guy is useless. And then I got sacked. You know what I mean? I got sacked from every single fucking job eventually. But I managed to learn different trades. I've got to stop reading the messages. Sorry.
Yeah, don't worry about them.
So I learned a little bit about the construction industry. So got kicked out of school, kicked out of home, went to Banbury, Oxfordshire, started selling heroin for a big drug dealer. Lambianos, they got life with Tony Lambiano. Hold on. Tony, Chrissy got life with the Craig twins. Well, they had 5 brothers. There's 5 of them. One of them moved to Banbury. Because of his name, he could never get a job. He sold heroin. And I was obsessed with all the Crays, fucking Bronsons, all them lunatics and this, that, and the other. Because of the name, I thought, well, I want to buy my drugs from him. So I started buying my drugs from him. So I always made sure I paid up in time and everything. And he used to tick me, and I made sure I'd pay up because his name, because I wanted to be around him, because I thought it was like a crazy thing at the time. But really, it was just fucking shit lifestyle, basically. You know, and in the end, I started living with him, and I ended up running drugs for him. And I run drugs for him for 6 years. The police tried raiding us for 6 years, and they failed many times because we hid it. We just had many attempts of hiding different drugs. You know what I mean? Different places and different things. And it got to the point they set up a massive operation where they sent an undercover police officers that looked like drug addicts. I'm pretty sure they were drug addicts because they fooled me, because I thought they were my friends for 3 months. Yeah, one of them had hardly any teeth. You know what I mean? They were brown and rotten, and one bloke looked like he was a junkie, and the woman looked kind of half sensible. And I thought they were my friends. I actually thought they were my friends for 3 months, but not realising the police videoing everything I've fucking done. Which is good in a way, because I needed to take it off the streets, because I was in pure misery, you know what I mean? Selling that shit, you know what I mean? People was dying.
But who were you selling?
So I got caught.
You weren't selling it to kids, were you, or anything like that?
No, not kids, man.
Right, yeah, but like, kids, I mean, like teenagers, not.
No, nothing like.
Off the street. Where did you feel as if you were contributing to the downfall of Banbury by?
Listen, yeah. I was contributing to the downfall of Banbury, but not to the children and the kids.
Right.
No, that network was already set up. I was just the runner. You know what I mean? Instead of being the main man, I was now the runner, giving it to the adults. You know what I mean? These people were teens. These people were in their 20s, 18s, 30s, 40s. You know what I mean? There was no kids involved, man. Nothing like that. But I'll put my hands up. I was in the downfall to a lot of misery in Banbury. You know what I mean? Like I said, that people was dying, overdosing. I don't know if I was part of it or if I wasn't part of it, but you know, it's not something I'm proud of. It's something I'm dealing with today. You know, it's something I'm always going to deal with, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but obviously you're going to forgive yourself, aren't you? You know, you are a victim just as much as anyone else.
Well, I've done a lot of therapy, my friend, and I don't like that word victim. I'm not a victim, because at the end of the day, I knew what I was fucking doing. Even at 16, I knew what I was doing. I knew I was fucking up. So I don't like that word victim. I'm not a victim. I take full responsibility of everything I've fucking done, ever done. Yeah? If something fucks up in my life, it's my fault. No one else's fault, because I don't like that word victim. Yeah? This is what I was taught in rehab. Okay? So it might be hard for some of you to understand, but when you go for therapy, you'll understand. I've been through lots of it, and victim is not a word I like to have hanging around me. I'd rather take responsibility, because at the end of the day, even that day when I drank that drink, when I was fucking 10 years old, I knew I shouldn't have fucking drunk that drink. So really, it was my fucking fault what happened that day. If I didn't drink it, that wouldn't have happened. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because otherwise, if I'm a victim, what am I going to do? I'm going to play the blame game. But it's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. Then I feel like now I've got a head full of resentment. And guess what? When you've got a head full of resentment, now you've got a head full of hatred, and you ain't going to get rid of it. All you're going to do is have hatred, pain, and misery. You've got to release it. And the way of releasing it is the way of taking responsible actions. As hard as it may sound, you can do it. There's ways of doing it. And when I done it in therapy, I managed to do it, and I released the blame game. So I used to blame my mum, I used to blame my dad, I used to blame my brother, I used to blame my friends. At the end of the day, I knew better. I didn't know better. Even when I had that drink, I knew better. Do you know what I mean? It was no one else's fault. It was my fucking fault. So you have to release that fucking victim mentality to free yourself from the blame, the resentment. Because if you constantly got a brain full of resentment, it's almost like you're being raped every day. Yeah. So this is an example I'm going to give you. This is a trigger warning for you. This is what I heard in rehab. Yeah. A woman got raped by her father when she was a child, right? Yeah. And she said, if you keep thinking about him every day, it's almost like he's raping you every fucking day. You've got to find a way of forgiving this fucker. Yeah. And she said, well, I can't. Because when I get out of rehab, I'm killing him. And one day she just came into the room. She's like, I've done it. And we was all like, well, what do you mean? She said, well, anyone that could do that to their own child must be fucked in the head, must be deranged in the brain. Yeah? Do you know what I mean? Then she realised he must be mentally ill. But the powerful bit about that was she had compassion for the fucking man. And that fucked me up. And I thought, well, if she can forgive him for that, I can forgive anyone for anything that's ever done anything to me. And ever again. That was one of the most beautiful experiences that I'd ever witnessed. And this is, at the same time, one of the most painful experiences I've ever had. But when you go through therapy and you hear stories like that, mate, honestly, you don't know. I thought my life was bad. My life's not bad. My life wasn't bad. There's a lot more, and it's generally down to women and prostitution and stuff. Their lives are fucking bad. The things they've been through, you know, I couldn't talk about it here now because it could trigger it could fuck somebody's brain up, mate, if I start telling you some of the things I've heard. So I can't do it, do you know what I mean? But generally, my life was pretty easy compared to what I've heard in rehab, in therapy. Yeah. So it was quite easy for me to forgive and forget. And it wasn't a Christianity rehab, it was actually the opposite. It was science in the brain. It was all about, do you mind if I smoke? Is that okay? Smoke
no, you go ahead. Yeah, please do. We're not inviting anyone else onto the panel. This is just purely for Ben at the moment. So please don't feel as if I'm being rude if I'm not letting you on.
No, you can, but I'm gonna try and wrap this up quick. So you've heard my misery, right? Yeah, you've heard my pain. You've heard where it come from, and you've heard how addiction could be. Well, unless you've been an addict, you won't understand an addict. Yeah, you won't understand. Like, I coach addicts, yeah, because I understand them. But I've had like sisters and mothers say, "Can you like help my son? He's doing this, that, and the other." I said, "Tell you what, give him a fucking break. Because you don't understand what the fuck he's going through. Let me speak to him." When I speak to him, now he understands. All of a sudden, there's a change happening because I understand his brain, how his mind works. You know what I mean? Unless you've been through that, you don't understand addiction. Because addiction is very complex, right? There's a lot of it's not all about just like, oh, I want to take drugs to get high. It's not. It's I want to take drugs to fucking avoid misery. Basically, generally, that is why addiction is. Yeah, it's not all for it is for most. Yeah, unless you've been through it, you don't know it. So it's a difficult one. So anyway, I went to Banbury. I ended up getting arrested. I got 3.5 years for selling drugs undercover police. Sorry.
So you wouldn't have served 3.5 years, would you? You would have served half for that.
I should have got 18 months, but I've got 19 months. So I've got an added month added for taking part in like hostage taking / barricading of a cell. It was
That's another story, no doubt.
Basically, we planned it, kind of thing. The person we took hostage, we knew he was getting released the next couple of days, so he was getting released anyway, yeah? But basically, it was more of a barricading of a cell, because we hated the prison. It was a shithole. It was a Winchester. It was an absolute fucking shithole. We all decided, we thought, let's just get kicked out. So we come up with this idea. Grab him, chuck him in a cell. He's getting released next week anyway, so it doesn't matter. And wherever we end up, at least we end up somewhere better than where we are. But fuck me, everyone else ended up somewhere beautiful, and I ended up staying in the same poxy pissing prison. It's not funny, but that was why I was time. Anyway, then I thought it's about time I started fucking sorting myself out, so I started doing wing cleaning, different newspapers, different things and stuff like that. And I got tagged. They let me out early. Within a week, I was back on heroin because my friends thought, "Well, we'll have a party, we'll have a drink, we'll have smoke some cannabis with Ben and stuff like that." They didn't know addiction. It's not their fault. I didn't even know addiction then. I wasn't taught addiction in prison. Within a week later, I was back on heroin, and then not long after that, little brother was killed. Four other of my relatives was killed in that car accident. My cousin was driving. He hit a car head on, so he killed himself. He killed my brother. He killed his daughter. She was pregnant and killed, I think, I'm not 100% certain, a girl who was my brother was trying on with that night, and killed a few others in the other car. So there was like 8 people killed in one crash. That fucked the whole family. If you can imagine, right? So that's my mum's brother driving. He just killed my mum's son. Yeah, so that fucked the whole family and an unborn baby. So then I really did lose the plot. I was injecting everything I could cook up into a spoon to escape reality. I'd gone.
You often use the word pain. Does that when you say you've got pain in your life, are you specifically mentioning that accident? Was that the most painful experience you went through, and is that what you're referring to when you say you've had pain in your life? So. Do you mean the accident?
Or do you mean? I think so, mate. I'm going for a bit now, to be honest with you.
So it's emotional pain you're going through.
Give me a minute.
Let it out, Ben. You're with everyone who cares.
Has anybody here got a little brother?
Has anyone here got a little brother? Yeah, we have.
Has anybody here lost a little brother?
I haven't.
Has anybody here got an older brother who's dying right now in front of my fucking eyes? You know, listen, I'm a coach, but there are things I do struggle with. I ain't afraid to admit it, but right now, times ain't great for me right now, because they all say, don't they? Expect the worst, but you know, my little brother's dead. My older brother's fucking dying. My little brother's mate. My older brother's he's lost the fucking plot because he just realised he's got 5 years left to live. His brain's gone. He's gone. He's not my brother no more. He doesn't know who the fuck he is. And I must admit, I'm struggling with that. No, now talking about it hurts. Later on, I'll be alright. But talking about it does hurt because, you know, it's your brother, isn't it? I don't know if you've got sisters. If you've got sisters, imagine losing a sister. Imagine losing a little sister. Imagine losing an older sister. Imagine losing a mother. You know what I mean? It's not fucking easy, is it? Come on. If anyone's been here,
of course it is. Yeah. Look, Ben, we love what you're doing, and please, you know, we've all got similar stories, and so thank you for sharing this.
Listen, mate, the only reason I'm carrying on because I've got no shame. You know what I mean? Listen, there was a time I would have thought crime was weak. It's not, you know. Some people think I'm like this fucking guru because I'm a coach, but I'm not. Listen, I go through the same struggles as everybody fucking else, but I deal with it in a different way now. Do you know what I mean? And you know, who knows? My mother's fucking ill. I'm ready for that one. My nan's just died. My grandfather's just died. That was easy, to be honest with you, because I ain't seen him for years. But when I see your brother and your little brother and your older brother, it's a bit fucking different, you know, because you're one, ain't you? You know what I mean? You're close. And that did fucking that fucked me up. It's fucking me up right now. And I'll be honest with you, it hurts. I'm not like relapsing over it, nothing like that. But it just does hurt because your idol, all of a sudden, your older brother's your idol, your little brother's your best mate, your older brother's all of a sudden gone. He's lost the plot, and I don't blame him because he's been told he's got 5 years to live. He's got fucking lung disease in both fucking lungs. The last time I spoke to him, mate, it was not Clint. It wasn't Clint anymore. He was completely different human being, and he was crying his eyes out, asking for me to help him. And I thought, I can't fucking help you, mate. I can't. I don't, because, you know what I mean? I'm not a therapist. I'm not a fucking doctor. What the fuck's going on? You're not Clint anymore. You've gone. You know what I mean? It was difficult, but luckily, the strange thing is, I'm not a Christian, I think, but he went to Christian church. I don't know what happened. He came out there a fresh man, and he's good now. He seems good. He's in good spirits. He goes fishing and different things, and we can have a kind of normal conversation. And yeah, he's in better spirits than when I last spoke to him. So I've gone a little bit forward there. So I've missed like the rehab stuff, the stuff like I learned in rehab. So when I went to rehab, I was a broken man. Before I went to rehab, I was a homeless street beggar. That's my lowest of the low, right? I'm just going to read them. I'm just going to read some of these comments because some of them seem nice to me.
Please do. Yeah. There's a lot of love out there for you, Ben, and there's a lot of appreciation for what you're saying.
I just need to have a breather a minute, mate. I should be smoking.
It's interesting how many other people share your experiences as well. So a big shout out to Blaze and Leo. Thanks for coming in. Great to see you. Mandy, Jack.
Respect Blaze and
everyone else.
Thank you, Blaze and Mandy. Thank you. Convid, respect. Second meta, Samu, respect. I won't go for all of them. I just needed to rehab. So yeah, so when I was in rehab, before I went into rehab, I was a homeless street beggar. That's how low I got. I couldn't even fucking sign on benefits. That's how pathetic I got. So when I went into rehab, I learned to love myself. Yeah, amazing. The best thing I ever actually learned was the best thing I ever learned. I'll never forget to this day in the world, is we choose our thoughts. We can control our thoughts and we can change our thoughts. Every thought we think creates our future. When they said that to me, I said, well, I said, well, tell me what you used to think. Well, I said, I'm a junk, I'm good for nothing, dosser, street beggar. And they said, well, what was your life like? I said, I was a beggar. I said, well, no wonder thinking like that. I said, well, what am I supposed to do then? This is what we're thinking. I said, how can I swap my thinking that's the truth? It's not true. Thoughts are not real. Thoughts are not actually real. Yeah, they're only real when you act them out. Yeah? Thoughts are not real. So I said, what do I do? Well, start loving yourself. Start saying in the mirror every day, I love you, Ben. You are successful. You can achieve things. Do you know what I mean? I approve of myself and things like that. Positive affirmations. When I started practicing that, it took a while to get stuck in. I started practicing it. Fortunately for me, I wanted to change. I watched lots of people in rehab leave rehab, die, overdose, go into addiction, disappear, never seen again. For me, I wanted to change. I tried everything, every little bit of therapy they offered, I got stuck right into. Inner child, acceptance and commitment therapy. Cognitive behavioral therapy was my favourite. Louise Hay, some of you may have heard Louise Hay. She transformed my life. And then when I started practicing it, I noticed when I started becoming more loving, all the negative people disappeared out of my life. Then all of a sudden, positive people come into my life. So now I've got positive people in my life. Now I'm having positive conversations. Yeah. Now what I was taught in rehab was talk about what you love. Stop talking about what you hate. Start talking about what you love. So I started practicing it, just telling everyone what I love doing. Then all of a sudden, somebody in my group, said, "Well, I like doing that. Fancy come and work for me? Let's do this." And I got a job doing network marketing. Then I thought, I ain't going to be able to do this. Fuck, I've kicked out of school, and I got a business brain. I did it. It took off. Then somebody else said, "I tell you what, Ben, the head for the knowledge you got with your therapy, you could be a good coach." And I thought, fuck it, let's go coaching. And I said, "How am I going to do that?" You should just put a post out there. You didn't have to be fully qualified. I put a post out there. I said, anyone want 1 hour's free coaching with me? If you want to carry on after the phone call, the free 1 hour's phone call, well, it was sort of deal out. And that's how it started. And that's how my coaching started. And that's why I got into coaching, because all the therapy I've done so much therapy. I've read so many books, mate. I don't read shit. I don't watch the news. I don't watch the TV. I just read personal development. I'm fully submerged into personal development now. That's my recovery. I don't do NA. I did do NA, AA, NA for 3 years, and I suggest anybody early on in recovery to do it. But after a while, I felt like I wanted more, so I went searching for more in coaching, and that's what led me down the coaching path. Then the online work, and then I did a Louise Hay is amazing. Yeah, she's a living. Well, she's dead now. God bless her. But she transformed my life. She transformed millions. But yes, recommend anybody listen to her if you're struggling right now. Listen to her. Listen to anything what she says. Anything, whether it's anxiety. She's all over YouTube. And then once I started doing the network marketing, it was working. People were trusting me with their money, and I had to get buy their products and stuff like that. I thought, well, I can do this. I can do more. So I started. So in rehab, they encourage you to step outside your comfort zone, pick goals. It makes it scare you. You know what I mean? Don't pick goals that are easy. Pick goals that are scary. Do you know what I mean? So I started picking goals that were scary. Like, all right, so now I'm a fucking network marketer. You know what? Let's try and coach somebody, even though I didn't believe in myself. So I thought, fuck it, let's put a post out there, and I did that. It scared the life out of me. I was expecting everyone to say, "You useless piece of shit," but it didn't work like that. People wanted my advice, and then I started getting a few clients, and this, that, and the other. But unfortunately, I relapsed after 2 years. I got stuck into a relapse for 2 years. And
what was the circumstances around you relapsing?
Ego, mate.
Really?
I was getting too many different online opportunities. I was doing coaching. I was getting like about 3 online. I was making money like 3 ways online. You know, so I was staying at things like not Premier, Hilton Hotel. But I was being egotistical, taking pictures.
So life was going well for you at that point.
Yeah, I was taking pictures of lobsters just going off. Then all of a sudden I thought, I don't need to work my little simple program now that's keeping me clean. And I've got life sussed. 3 weeks later, fucked, lost everything. Literally. I had a simple little program. All it took was a little bit of writing, and that was it. Every day. And I stopped it. 3 weeks later, fuck, game over. Relapse. 2 years, pure misery. But luckily, this time I got into a free rehab, Christianity rehab. They let you in for free. I was in there for a year. It was good. I ain't gonna lie, it was good. It was different. I'm not Christian. I was a Christian for a little while in there. Then I come out of Christianity. Then I thought I just thought, fuck it, I'm just going to study religion while I'm in there, and it was okay. They said you don't have to be a Christian. You could be whatever you want, just like we help you. I was in there for a year, and when I got to about like 8 months, you were allowed your mobile phone. So I did a post on Facebook saying I'm back, and luckily a friend of mine who's now a multi-millionaire, he owns a massive coaching academy. I'm not going to say his name because he's been getting stick recently. I met him in rehab. For him, it took off straight away. He's a multi-millionaire. He's got a Netflix documentary coming out soon. He's got a Channel 4 documentary coming out soon. When I showed the post on my Facebook, he said, message me now. So I messaged him. He said, do you want to leave that rehab? I said, get you to Bali quick. He said, if you got a passport, I'll get you there today, tomorrow, whenever you want. I didn't have a passport. Anyway, he visited me, told me what to do. And it was COVID time, so it took a while to get my passport. As soon as I got my passport, I walked straight out that fucking rehab, moved to Bali, and he happened to set me up with my business. And I have multiple online streams of income now, and here I am speaking to you, mate. So basically, yeah, when you start to love yourself, this is a trick. Love yourself, yeah. Be kind to others, and you attract. It's almost like you attract your mirror image, yeah. If you're miserable, horrible, moany cunt, you're going to attract miserable, horrible, moany cunts. Sorry for swearing. Basically, yeah. As soon as you start to love yourself, you attract your mirror image. That's what happened to me. That's all it was. It was people say I'm lucky. I wasn't lucky. Was I fuck lucky? I was wise to be fucking loving and kind and attract the right people. There was no luck involved in this. Do you know what I mean? Anybody can do what I've done. Listen, if I can come from the streets, I'm a street over 20 years, heroin addict. Anybody can do it. There's a technique to it. Follow Louis Hay. If you can't get a rehab, follow Louis Hay. Then you've got the fucking winning ticket. Trust me.
Absolutely, you know, it's resonating with everyone what you're saying.
Yeah.
But you do realise, Ben, you're gonna have to come back another day and tell us all again.
Listen, I'd like to come back and tell you all my different techniques I practice.
Well, I want you. Well, it's not just me. We all want to see you regularly on here. We can't get enough of you.
Yeah, well, my life story is published in a book. I actually had the opportunity to have my life story published in a book. So what I asked to do because I started sharing my life story on social media from day one in rehab. Basically, it went a bit like this: day one in rehab, shit; day two, shit. They're aliens. Day 3, 4, losing the plot. And after about a month, loving it, learning, and then I started sharing all my techniques, and all of a sudden, I got the network marketing business going on and different things, and I got these entrepreneurs saying, would you come to our event, please, just to talk to people, to say, you know, it doesn't matter how low in life you get, you can rise back up. So I said, okay, I'll do that. So I did that. I went to an event, and excuse me, and then somebody said to me, so what's your dream? And I said, well, my dream is actually to write my life story in a book, because I haven't told you half of some of the stuff that I've seen and witnessed, and I mean, you just heard a snippet. Do you know what I mean? And I said, my dream is to write my life story. Lo and behold, in the audience was a published author. He came up to me and said, I want to help you write your life stories. So we started doing it. Yeah, I can't read or write very well, so it took ages anyway. She came up to me anyway, like a couple of months later. She said, we got another opportunity to get your story out there quick. Yeah, I wasn't making no money out of it. It was going to charity and to her book company, but it was to spread my word. So I shortened down my life story in it. That's published. I've got it here, right next to me in my stand. Yeah, it's only 5 pages, but it's enough to understand what I went through, what I did, and everything. And that got published, right? So my dream is to actually get my full life story published. I've got a couple of people in mind. I'm not going to say their name because they're controversial on social media. I don't want to piss anyone off. I've got another idea of my method that keeps me clean, keeps me motivated, keeps me striving for better, keeps me battling through pain. You know what I mean? That's another book. I've got like 2 or 3 book ideas on the go at the minute, but they're in the process. I mean, if there's anyone here that does write, won't doubt me, I'm more than happy to come and meet up here, and I'll tell you my whole life story. If I can split the profits together, I tell you what, you can have fucking 60%, 40%. I don't give a fuck. If I can have somebody, I'll do it. If there's any writers here, I just can't read or write very well, but I can tell my life story, no problem.
Well, look, yeah, I mean, but you're gonna have to come back and say it all again so we can hear it in audio perfection. But you know, we have heard you, and we just want to hear more from you.
No problem, anytime. Yeah, maybe I can think about, or maybe ask the audience who's struggling right now. Who's struggling? Who's struggling with what? Is there anyone out there struggling with something? See if you can find your
struggling right now because I've got porn bombers coming in. I'm being called a nonce while I'm talking to you, and so I'm struggling with online trolls who just are totally obsessed and who want to sabotage me, who want to sabotage my success.
Unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do about that.
How anybody else is struggling.
Unfortunately, not a lot I can do about that other than block them and keep blocking. Blocking
doesn't work, but I appreciate it anyway.
Doesn't it? No, that's just shit to them. Well, I'll tell you what, then, mate. I don't want to get your channel shut down, so we'll leave it there. Yeah.
Okay, doke. Thanks ever so much, Ben, and hopefully I can have you back at a time that's better for you during the day.
Listen, we're already in contact anyway, mate. Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. We'll be in touch. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. So, Ben, are you going to say goodbye to the audience, Ben?
Let me read through some of the comments before I go.
Yeah.
There's videos, YouTube. I'll take it. She's talking about lose hair. Yes, she is. Every thought we think creates our future. Yes, true. We can change our thoughts. True. I'm loving this. Once you adapt that concept, mate, honestly, your life transforms. You're no longer a victim. All of a sudden, you're the one that takes responsibility for anything that happens to you. It could be totally out of order in saying, but I mean, in general, says you should come back to England and see family more yourself and them. Well, I'll be honest with you, whoever said that, lovely, but I'm not very close to my family. It's a difficult one to explain. My family is one of them ones. We're massive, but we don't speak to each other. That's how it is. You know, it just is what it is. You know, you can lose a family member all of a sudden. I could lose a family member tomorrow in England. It's fuck all I'm going to do about it here, is it? Do you know what I mean? Even if I'm in England, there's still nothing I'm going to do about it. It's still going to go. So it is what it is. You've got to deal with it. Unfortunately, think hard times happen. Anyway, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. I don't want the channel to get fucked up because it's a nice channel. And it's
going to go anyway.
The comments are beautiful. Take care, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it.
God bless, Ben. Bye.
Bye.
All right, thanks ever so much, Ben. I'm so sorry the sound was bad, but we are currently being attacked, so it's time for a promotional video. I know you love it. I know you love it. So we are currently under attack by Beavis and Butthead. Here we go. Oh, are you back, Ben?
Am I still here? Shit,
yeah.
I thought I'd left. Sorry, I'm leaving.
It's all right, mate. Beavis and Butthead are in the house. So, yeah, it's thanks ever so much, Ben. We will do that again at a time that's more convenient for Ben. Poor guy, I made him wait. I mean, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning now, which isn't good. So, Mandy says, I'm charging my crystals tonight. Jack says the quality was perfect just then, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I mean, it is, because when it started, we went live. What I thought was Ben came on, but no, it was Plisco doing a porn bomb. So I had to deal with porn bombing straight away. Then we had bad audio. Jack was ringing me up telling me that we got bad audio. And I was, yeah, so it was a bit of a tough start for it today. But yeah, we have got Beavis and Butthead in the house. Beavis and Butthead, they just love sabotaging. And of course, they're, what?
This is a nonce attack. You nonce.
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 Nonce. Nonce.
Nonce.
Nonce. Nonce.
Nonce.
Nonce.
You are a super nonce.
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 This is a nonce attack. You nonce.
Nonce.
Nonce. Nonce. Nonce. You are a nonce. 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 Nonce.
This.
Yes, they do enjoy calling everyone nonces, aren't they? But anyway, yeah, so that's my problem I have at the moment. A bunch of nonces who cannot stop porn bombing me. Crazy. It's crazy, I tell you, it's crazy. Thank you, Blazing Leo. Yes, Blazing Leo is in the house. We're very honoured and privileged to have Blazing here. Thank you ever so much. Would you like to be called Blazing or Leo? I prefer the most amazing co-host in the whole wide world. Yeah, I've got something to tell you, Blazing. Do you know that time where I had these illusions of grandeur that I could possibly be Noodle's co-host? I don't know what happened, and I apologise profusely. There's only one co-host that is worthy of being the co-host to Noodles, and that's you, Blazing Leo. So I do apologise for having that crazy thought of you know, of being a co-host when we all know you are the hottest co-host in the whole wide world. So thanks ever so much. At the moment, we've still got the idiots in the background. No, thank you. Thank you. We've still got the idiots, Beavis and Butthead in the background. And fucking hell. They give me a headache. That's what they do. They're fucking idiots, quite frankly. Absolute bloody idiots. Over to AJ. Oh, I forgot to just warn you about AJ Lashbrook. He beats up dogs, by the way. Yeah, you got to be like, really. Yeah, we shan't have any more of that. Oh man, it is frustrating having these idiots inside. But what can you do? We cannot do much. We just got to persevere. I say, persevere. So listen, Blazing says you just keep me on my toes. Yes, exactly. No, I mean, you have been described as the hottest co-host on YouTube, and I don't think we're going to find anyone who will disagree with that. So look, thanks ever so much. Let's do a promotional video because we do love connecting America with the UK, and I've got a special little video that celebrates that. It's just a matter of finding it. Whew. Thank you ever so much, Ben. I will get Ben back on again because we need to hear him in perfect clarity next. We want to hear Ben in perfect clarity. But we did hear Ben, okay, and like I said, we just want to hear more from him, really. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for a promotional video to entertain you, my lovely audience. Because there's no other satisfaction than bringing you cutting edge entertainment that you won't find anywhere else in the whole wide galaxy. It's just a shame I can't find a promotional video when I need to. Oh, here we are. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Boom, boom. We may have to dump that then. Oh, here we go. There we go. Nice to have you. Nice. We are going to get Ben back on again. Oh yeah, and of course, tomorrow I will be playing a Alan Wilson video. Alan Wilson is sadly passed away today. Thank you for watching Matt Taylor TV, and I hope you come back again soon. Is that you, Convid? Is that you, Convid? Is that you, Convid? Yes, I'm the player Convid in the house. Can't hear it as well. Is that you, Convid? Does Matt do readings?
I was just checking. I was just checking your streams were working okay, just in case it was a problem our end, but it's working okay, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you don't think you can go away now? I mean, what's your what did you make of Ben tonight?
I'm just saying that I went on Restream, and did he say that he? I got confused. Did he say he tried to get on Restream? He was on Restream already, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was on Restream already, and I tried to get him over onto StreamYard.
Yeah.
And that was when we got porn bombed originally.
Yeah. So I've gone on the Restream. So yeah, it's Barley though, isn't it? He's bound to get a bad connection sometime.
What I was frustrated about is because I did have some time during the day, but I went for a nap instead, and I was thinking, you know, with hindsight, I could have done it then.
Yeah. Well, he was live earlier.
Oh right, okay, yeah, that must have been while I was busy. Yes, yeah. I do tarot readings. I do tarot readings, as we all know.
So we couldn't get Leo on then. She's run off, is she?
No, I think Leo's still here.
Come on, Leo, jump on.
Convid. She says, Convid, I feel bad, laugh out loud. I do want to go up.
I thought if I jumped on,
nausea right now.
It might tempt her to come on if I jumped on the panel.
Don't pressurize the ladies. Don't pressurize the ladies.
Look, Leo is playing hard to get. You know what she's like.
Leo deserves to play hard to get because she's amazing.
She could eat both of us up for dinner and have plenty left for dessert. I'm not saying you're fat, Leo. Don't misunderstand me.
I know. Listen, we're blessed to have the American crowd with us. But she's only, you know, I was gonna use the word love, and I think I'll carry on with it. There's only one man she loves, and that's Noodles. No one can match the charisma, the fantasticness, the superbness of.
So we're saying Ben is Mr. Positive and Noodles is Mr. Charisma.
Yes, and you, Captain Promotions.
Okay, that's good. And what's Katie, Warrior Princess?
Damn right she is.
Marie's the ironing lady.
Marie's a goddess with her god Chris.
You know, I didn't mean that. Yep. And this Chris, she still hasn't denied that Chris isn't Grobnob. She hasn't denied that. Have you noticed that?
Oh, funny.
She's never denied it. She's never denied it.
Yeah. Yeah, I do communicate with the gods, actually. My spiritual talents are I like them anyway. But listen, Jack, I've been having to deal with Beavis and Butthead all night.
Oh my God! What is wrong?
Right, fucking.
What is wrong with those two?
Oh man.
Really? But did you notice, Matt, that even they went quiet when Ben was being raw and honest. Even they had some humanity in them, so there is hope for them.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Right. Yeah.
They did go quiet, so we've all got potential.
Enough.
Not good now, because they're always there.
Enough.
They're always there, aren't they? Lurking.
Oh God, they're just painful. That's what they are. They are painful.
So AJ did marry his dog. That the rumor was true after all. How strange.
Look, quite frankly, I'd rather not mention them two, Beavis and Butthead.
No.
Weirdos of the highest degree. So anyway, listen, thanks for coming on.
Well, it is Fours Day. It's Fours Day, Matt.
You've had a chat, actually.
It's Fours Day.
What are we missing out there? Nothing else is on out there.
Have you got your Thor socks on?
No, I haven't actually. Fours Day. Right? That's what you were saying, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Fours Day.
Fours Day. Come on.
Yes.
The gods are always looking after you.
And all of us.
Yeah. But listen, Ben,
you got to give something back to the gods.
Yeah.
You got to remember them. You got to say their names at least once a day.
Yeah. But listen, if Ben's still listening, right, Ben, it was beautiful because you kept on going. You wouldn't get beaten. The message is too strong. It's too powerful, and we just can't. We can't wait for the. And did you see the lovely new viewer in the chat making a lovely comment?
Okay, yeah.
Did you see her?
Yes, I did. So I was just distracted from a message from Plisco. How long have you been having unhealthy thoughts about children? Oh, that's directed to you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I didn't know I did Plisco. I didn't even realise.
For you, yeah, amazing, eh?
Didn't even realise I had them in the first place.
Fantastic.
And you know that's classic projection, don't you?
Of course it is.
But Ben would. This is why we need Plisco and AJ to hang around, because I think Ben is the solution, and they know that deep down. They know that Ben can heal them of their pain. And
in a way, for them keep coming on, they're desperate to be cured. They're desperate to be healed.
They are. They're lost souls, Matt. They don't know how to do it themselves.
Yeah.
Clearly,
absolutely. Oh, poor.
And we do feel for them. We don't have feelings of hatred. We do. All you know. We have to give it back sometimes because we're not punch bags. But deep down, lads, we want to help you. So allow Ben to heal you, and who knows? Some beautiful things could come from this.
Blazing Leo says people who constantly think about that sick stuff have been proven by the psychologist in the States to be actual predators.
Oh, that's beyond doubt, Matt. That's absolutely.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it rings true, doesn't it? And
Listen,
this touches on something that Ben said about these people have got it all on their mind all the time.
Totally.
Oh, God.
You know what Noodles would say? He'd say 110%.
Would they? Yeah. Is that what he says?
That he says 110%, not 100%.
He says 110.
110.
Because that's better than 100%.
Definitely.
That's like going up to Dial 11, isn't it?
Yeah, this is it. But we can't
A
wait.
little bit of a fun
Yep.
fun cartoon to show from Katie. Thanks, Katie. Let's share it with everyone. Hate it when people say 110%, says Mandy. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? Right. Oh, golly gosh.
Gee, mate, what do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
The Pinky and the Brain. Yes, Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius, the other's insane. They're laboratory mice. Their genes have been spliced. They're Pinky and the Brain. Brain, 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 brain. Before each night is done, their plan will be unfurled by the dawning of the sun. They'll take over the world. They're Pinky and the Brain. Yes, Pinky and the Brain. Their twilight campaign is easy to explain. To prove their mousy worth, they'll overthrow the earth. They're Pinky and the Brain. Brain, 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 brain,
them up.
brain.
Pinky and the Brain. Loved it. Thank you.
We all know. We all know who that was for, Katie. We know who that was for. But then again, the question is, who are Pinky and the Brain?
Yes. Yes. Would you mind just talking to the audience for a moment?
We've done this to me before, Matt. Remember last time?
I'm just going to get myself a drink.
Remember last time when Matt did this? It all ended up in disaster. Me on a crumpled heap on the sofa, in agony, head in my hands. But you know what? A lot's happened since then. We've gone through a lot of tests. There's been a lot happening, a lot of challenges. And we're all still here. Somehow we've got through the chaos. We're stronger, we're wiser, more empathetic, maybe. Dare I say that? Maybe we're a bit more tolerant, a bit more understanding, less defensive, more forgiving. This is why YouTube can teach us to be better human beings. Is this all madness? Am I just talking gibberish here? Am I just filling dead air? Possibly. It might look like that, and I probably am. But possibly there's some truth as well in what I'm saying.
That's why I'm really looking forward for you to start YouTube, and I think you're gonna you'll be able to offer a lot to the audience. Because you've had an amazing life experience yourself, haven't you?
Well, that's why I like Ben, you see, because he made a good point about the tragedy that a lot of people have been through, and there are always people worse off than us, and it's worth remembering that there's some real tragic stories out there, and I know we all take the piss out of each other, but we don't really know what's going on in each other's lives, do we?
No.
I know Marie had a tough time last year, and people weren't being very kind, and maybe we should all think about that.
Well, I think Katie put up a picture or somewhere on her community how a woman is reaching up to help from a man reaching down, but the man's got a rock on him and the woman is having something pulling her down. I think the metaphor was, even though we're trying to help other people, we've still got our own problems and issues that weigh us all down. And we've got to be open or mindful to what other people are going through.
Yeah, and also,
Just echoing what you're saying.
Yeah, and also maybe one way of looking at it is, look, what the fuck are we all waiting for? We're all getting older. You know, we've all seen a lot of life. So why are we still afraid just to be ourselves? What's the big deal? Why don't we just give it a shot? Drop the barriers down a bit.
Look, we're just going to let Kliss go on. Hello, what do you want? Hello, what do you want?
He's gone all shy, Matt, because I'm here.
Oh,
Plisco, Plisco, why are you always sound so depressed? Tell us what the problem is. Tell us why you're always feeling so down.
This could be Butthead then, if he's not answering.
Well, they've gone.
I don't know what these people are like, but
But do you notice that they go all quiet when there's someone else around? You see, that's what bullies do. That's what bullies have to behave. When they know you've got a bit
they're actually waiting for it to be shown on screen so they can do a porn bomb.
Yeah, but why don't they just talk? Just speak.
Yeah, I know. Why don't you talk? Talk.
You're a non-Matt Taylor. Is that it?
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's a bit embarrassing, really. We're grown men. And that's why we know.
Anyway, look.
Yeah.
I'm just blown away by their conduct. I'm not particularly happy with James Hind. You know, within the same day as Alan Wilson dying, is coming out trolling the dead. Crazy, isn't it?
This is it. Dead. This is the sickness. And like Ben, because we've got to just glean the highlights from Ben, haven't we? Really, that although the audio was a bit difficult, we could still pick up the gem. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Hello, what do you want, trolls? What do you want?
Here we go.
So we just got bird whistle.
Oh,
and I bet you Grobby is in part of this, because Grobby does the same shit.
Yeah, but Matt, he is very clever, isn't he? He can whistle.
He can whistle.
Well
done.
Well done. Clever. That was a very good whistle. Go on, give us another whistle. That was very good.
You're on Matt Taylor TV. Whistle away to your heart's delight.
Give us another whistle. Come on. Give us another one. Look, all the girls and boys in the chat room, do you want them to give us another whistle?
Whistle, 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 whistle.
I think that's a no.
No, they haven't got the balls.
I think that's a no. Nobody in the chat wants to listen to your whistling. Sorry. Try again later.
We need to get somebody up here. So why aren't you joining the panel, people?
Well, Leo told me. I'm sorry, Leo, but you did tell me you were coming on.
Leave Leo alone. She only comes on to one person's panel, and that's Dave's.
Listen, Leo's told me that she's got a soft spot for you, Matt.
Listen, Leo is exclusive.
Is that what it is?
Leo around. No.
Is that what it is, though? Do you think if she comes on the panel, then she's going to get worried that Noodles will find out, and maybe that'll cause a bit of division? Maybe
you've said the man now. That's who we should have on, really, shouldn't it? But wherever Dave will go, I'm sure Leo will follow.
Dave said something controversial the other day. He said that everybody on YouTube causes division, and Leo admitted that even she's done it. So nobody
don't care.
I
found it really. Sorry to interrupt, Jack. I found it really interesting your chat with Bianca Dupree.
Yeah,
that was fascinating.
Where she owned me, yeah, according to you.
I thought she. I'm so very surprised that Dave and Dupree were an item. Is this the link to join? You can even look, yeah, the restream, but restream works. So if the restream doesn't work, I've always got StreamYard. Oh, Brian's in the house. Hello, Brian.
Hello, Mr. Sponsor. Nice to see you, sir.
Nice to have Brian in the house.
Brian pays the bills.
Yes, if it weren't for Brian's generosity, this wouldn't be happening right here, right now.
And getting back to Seasons and Dave, so were you being sarcastic there? Were you sort of, because I was told off by Seasons for being sarcastic. Apparently,
Oh yeah. No, but she also said the people she starts off hating, she ends up loving.
Well, I don't want her to love me, man.
Why not?
I know too much about her.
Your future could be over in America.
No,
Brian wants to come on. You're welcome,
it's all
Brian.
happening. It's all happening now.
Yes. Hello, Brian. How are you? Or it may not even be Brian. It could be
Is that the B&B again being naughty?
Are you being naughty, Brian?
Who, me?
Oh, yeah.
No, I said
Oh.
B&B, Beavis and Butthead. I thought they were being naughty again.
Hello, Brian. Welcome.
I don't know. Thanks, Matt. You're the guy that puts mental backwards. I love that. Litany. Yeah. I just thought I'd come on and say hi.
Hey,
Hello.
hello.
I've missed your lives.
Leo, great to have you on.
Hello.
Here we go.
Hello,
it's about
hello,
time, but
Leo.
We feel very honoured and privileged to have you on.
Oh no, the honor is all mine, Matt.
You're so kind.
Brian, you know Leo, don't you, Brian, from the Dave's channel?
I do. She thought I was trying to ruin the show or ruin their fun. I wasn't.
No.
I wasn't. Honestly, Leo, I wasn't. I was just thinking out loud. That's what I do when I'm on chats.
What? I missed what happened.
Oh, nothing happened. Nothing happened. That was the whole point.
Oh.
You would have got away with that, Brian. You would have got away with that if you hadn't mentioned that.
Just by the skin of my teeth. Yeah. I think I got away with it. Yeah.
Listen, we all know what YouTube's like. We all have a go, and we all get a bit sensitive. But do you know what? We keep coming back for more.
Yeah, I wasn't having a go at anyone.
No.
I definitely wasn't. I'm just not that sort of person, not really.
What I meant was, Brian, we all have a go. I mean, we all have a try. That's what I meant. We'll try and have another go. Yeah, we try again.
All right, okay. I was actually, I was just on another live, talking about computers.
Yeah.
Because I've just built another one, so that's a few in the last days I've built. So, and they'll be going up for giveaways. So that's what I was talking about on the other channel, because we're doing a charity thing soon. So I just thought I'd mention that. So yeah, it's not all bad, guys. Some people are not really interested in all that kind of horribleness that goes around. And I'm not really interested.
Can you build Dave a computer, Brian? Because remember Dave was saying he needs a computer.
Yeah, I think he's looking for a laptop, I think. I don't really deal in laptops. I mean, they're just such a finicky little thing, and they're so expensive, and they don't have the same power as just a normal computer at home, and yeah, you know what? I'm sure, right? If I linked him a video, he could literally build one himself, right? Or if you looked on YouTube, there's videos, like there's thousands of people out there building them themselves during lockdown, during even now, tonight, somewhere in the world today, it'll be their daytime down Australia, there'll be someone right now building their own. See, exactly, A1000 fixed your own laptop before. It's not as difficult as you think, but laptops are a little more finicky, a little more delicate. They have tabs and they have ribbon cables, going up to the screen round the back and stuff, and they tend to wear out. And you get all sorts of little finicky bits in laptops, and some people aren't.
I hate
too
those
sure.
ribbon cables. They have those in the PlayStation, and I took the PlayStation apart one time, and they had all those stupid ribbon things in there. They're hard to reconnect.
Yeah, I mean, that's my main passion. It's just sort of doing positive things and doing real things for real people. That's really what I do. That's really what I've done most of my life. So all this stuff that we're sort of hearing about, that's sort of in a way, it's not new. It's like the last 5 years or so. I've been getting more and more involved in it, and sort of watching more of it. And to me, it just drags. I mean, it takes the goodness out of your life. That's the way I see it. And I'm not a fan of that. Myself, I mean, a good bit of humour, yeah, but all that sort of negative rubbish. It's like, nah, it's just not right, is it? It's just not right, any of it. So anyway, I've been writing some comedy for someone, because I do. That's just one of my little sidelines. I'm a multi-talented. I've got lots of skills, lots of little things that I like to do.
So you've been writing comedy for someone?
Yeah, I've been writing comedy for someone. Yeah, and obviously I can't tell you what it is.
Why not?
But
Can't tell us much.
I do go to some of the other lives, and I do tell little jokes and stuff, just in chat and stuff, and just to see what reaction I get, and then that really helps me, where people think it's funny, and I'll keep that one in, and so it's a good tool. Plus, it helps people. It makes people laugh instead of cry. So there you go.
Do you know this Bend Over? Hello, Bend Over. Who are you, Bend Over?
I'm pretty sure I know who that guy is, and if that's the guy, then he is an actual pedophile. He confessed it to us.
Wow, we're going to get rid of him then. What? So he just comes on and whistles like a prick. Yeah,
He's
sorry.
a troll. He's one of the trolls that really mess with Michelle Marie Delaney.
Really? Okay. Yeah, so Brian, where are we going to hear this comedy of yours then?
I can't really say at the moment. I'm not really allowed to. So, yeah, sadly. But I was just telling you what I've been doing rather than, I'll tell you after it and you'll go, oh, yeah, right, okay. But it's just writing for a couple of people, that are doing stuff. Because I've kind of got a creative mind, and I'm always like to be sort of on the go doing something somewhere, And
wonderful, yeah.
There you go.
So, when is someone going to? What are they going to do with these jokes? Are they going to use the jokes on stand up, or they just use
no?
the
It's
YouTube?
It's YouTube. It's going to be YouTube. Of people keep saying to me, like you should start a channel doing it, but no, I don't. I just don't. I just do it and I write something down in my spare time, a bit like yourself. You write down a quote or whatever. You just write things down and funny things, and you put it all together, and that way, you're literally giving someone a show. So I mean, I'm not wanting anything for it. It's just something that I do, So I don't know.
We really do need you having your own YouTube channel.
At the end of this year, I'm going to stop a lot of the computer stuff. I mean, I've said that I'm going to stop doing stuff for a while now. I know that, but it really is time for me to retire a bit more. So I might do that. There's no promises or anything, but I might do something like that. But it'll just be random stuff. It won't be any specific genre, any type of thing. It'll just be stuff that I like, Maybe, that's what I might do. But there's no time limit on it, just whenever I get the time to do it. So, but after Christmas, after the Christmas rush, it'll be which I'm looking forward to. It'll be me just winding down, talking to the missus, hopefully my wife, and spending more time with my family, and then. Maybe later in the year I might do something. I might start putting some things together, but nothing special. I mean, it wouldn't be anything amazing. It'll just be me, just making vids for people or
I think you're actually making a mistake there. I think you're making a mistake putting it off.
Oh right, you strike while the iron's hot.
Can happen next year.
Well, I don't really see it that way. I see it as I've been trying to wind down for a while, and when you try to do that, you keep getting dragged by people in one direction and another direction. You kind of lose track of time. I know that I certainly do. I don't know if I can speak for anyone else, but I do. I know that I certainly get taken one direction when I should really be focusing, and staying in my own lane, and doing my own thing. Really, But it's good to help people. That's certainly true. But it's also good to, get on with your day. as well. So when I see people that are distracted by crazy stuff and all that, and being negative and coming on lives and being horrible, I think what a waste of time, because time is all we have. Like I keep saying, time is all we have.
Why put off tomorrow what you can do today? I think Margaret Thatcher said that
as well. Yeah.
Can I ask Leo?
Yes, I
what
want to hear more from Leo. Really.
What did she think about Ben? What did you? I know it's difficult to hear. The audio is bad, but what did you make of it?
From what I heard, I loved his story. I like hearing, because how long has he been clean?
Not long, I don't believe.
I don't know.
Maybe a couple of years.
Okay, well that's good.
But Leo, I'm not saying this to be controversial, but Ben was very open on one of his live streams recently, where he said that he does occasionally imbibe. I don't know if Matt picked up on that. So that I wasn't quite sure. I'll have to ask him about that. But he said sometimes he slips back. But I don't think he means the heroin. I just think he means other drugs. Well, I thought that was fascinating.
Yeah, well, my brother used to be addicted to crack cocaine, and he's doing a lot better now. But he did the same thing. Like when he was getting clean, he would have relapses, going back to it. But he's been clean for over a year now, so fingers crossed he stays off of it.
Did you fall out with your brother over it, Leo?
Huh?
Did you fall out with your brother over his addiction?
No.
That's nice.
No, my
sister was the same, and I just learned not to judge her.
Yeah. My whole family actually has addiction problems, mainly alcohol, but I had an uncle that died of heroin. He killed his liver. My youngest brother right now, he killed his pancreas. He's not doing too well. My dad died, he was an alcoholic. It just completely obliterated my family. Alcohol
Leo,
and drugs.
What's your take on it, Leo? Then, why do you think people get addicted to substances?
Well, I asked my brother one time, and he said that it's an escape. It's an escape from reality, and they call it chasing the dragon. And I've never had that feeling before. So I don't know exactly what it means, but I guess it's just this feeling of euphoria of you just don't care and you feel great. And people are looking for that nowadays because of, it's so depressing. You can't get ahead in life and,
Well, obviously you must have something you want to escape from, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it because people who are happy with life, we've got nothing to escape from, so we don't use the hard drugs?
Well, I think a lot of it too can be contributed to like mental illness. My brother, I have 4 brothers. I have 3 older ones and 1 younger one. The brother right above me, he's got quite a bit of mental illness. I don't know if he's got like bipolar or something. I mean, he's functioning, but he gets very depressed. So, and a lot of the people that I do know that get addicted, they all have some type of mental disability that I don't know if it goes hand in hand or if it's just coincidence, but
I'm very mean when people say they get depressed, because I get sad, but I can't really see how I can't really, what's the word I'm looking for?
You mean like Plisco? You mean like Plisco? That's what
I
you're
can't
trying to
feel
say.
empathy for people who get depressed, because I think, really?
Yeah, well, I haven't drank any alcohol in about 30 years. So, sort of looking back on it, I thought I wasn't really addicted, but I would go for a good pint and stuff with my dad or with friends, and I'd get bladdered sometimes, quite drunk and stuff.
Oh, there he is. Hello, Plisco.
Fabulous Rick doing that.
Oh, was that Rick?
Yeah.
Rick?
Fabulous Rick.
Who's Rick?
What are you saying, Brian? You used to enjoy the drink with your father, but it never. Would you have said you were addicted to drink back in the day?
No, not addicted to it. More like it was a habit rather than an addiction. It was more like a routine. like you would finish work on I might get paid on a Thursday night or a Friday or whenever, and then you'd go out for a pint, or you'd end up having, I'll go out for a pint or two, and you say in your mind you would think I'll have one or two, and then you end up having 10 or 8 or whatever it is,
Because you start to feel good, you get that buzz, and you don't want it to stop.
Yeah, you don't want the night to end, right? I mean,
you're having fun, yeah.
Yeah, you're having fun. So, and then you end up legless, in some alleyway somewhere. And I kind of thought to myself, I don't like. I went off the smell of it. That beer smell that you get in an English pub, Scottish pub, where they never wash the carpet, or people are constantly. There's that yeasty smell. I thought, I can't stand this. In fact, I don't like alcohol anymore. And I decided to just not do it anymore. And I thought, well, what am I going to do with my life? So I went straight back to my bike, something that I loved, which was cycling. And I just got right into that for a while. Like I've said this to Matt before, in the chat before, and on the live before. But I just got right into that. And it just took me to a different place altogether in my head. And I got into the body, the physical, the health diets, meeting people the same, working in a bike shop, doing different jobs, all these different things that and meeting people I grew up with who were actually really good cyclists. One of them's pretty amazing, and another one's pretty amazing as well. And like some friends who have pretty amazing friends who are very well known in that field. So you do tend to meet people as well. So you're surrounded by similar people. No, I think it's the same with addiction. You're surrounded by people with addictions, and the birds of a feather tend to flock together. So then that habit seems to really form and cement, and then it becomes something like an addiction where your body can't function without it. So then you end up in a rut, and then you end up needing money. So you start to, maybe if you're not well off or you're not in control of your habit, you might start to, you might be on, what do you call it, shit street. So,
can I ask Leo, do you think that people can be addicted to trolling?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
because you've experienced that firsthand, haven't you, Leo? Some pretty traumatic trolling.
I get a lot of men, well, women too, that obsess over me because I don't really pay too much attention to it. I mean, I have my bad days where I might respond to it, but I really don't care what a bunch of strangers on the internet think of me. You know what I mean? And they get that obsession to, they want to hurt you. These are people that just truly want to hurt people. That's their obsession because their life sucks.
And you've had some pretty real life examples of that, haven't you? Where they try to really affect your personal life.
Oh yeah. They contacted my mother before she died. They tried to contact my ex-husband. They want to call CPS or DHS, which is like children protection or whatever. No, I work for the state, so when any reports like that come in, they just log them and they laugh. But yeah, I've been on here for 7-8 years and it never stops. There are
did you say that they even tried to take money out of your bank account?
Oh, they did.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah, they did.
These are just people on YouTube that have hacked into your bank account. It's mad.
How long have you been operating on YouTube, Leo?
What's that?
How long have you been on YouTube?
We're
talking about a decade
I
here.
want to say 7-8 years, somewhere around there. Yeah. It's been a long time.
And you're very seasoned, aren't you? Like nothing can faze you. You can hear it in your voice.
Yeah, it doesn't. I've seen it all.
And so what makes you so loyal to, well, not so much loyal, what do you like so much about Noodles that you're
what I like about Noodles is that he lets me be who I am, and he doesn't like contradict me or try to tell me not to say or do something, but he's always stood by me. Like he's never been like, whenever I would get around people, because I have the majority of YouTube that hates me. Don't ask me why, but they do. And a lot of people, when I start to hang out with them, they will flip to the other side and they will clout chase so that their channels will build. Well, I think Dave and I kind of share that kinship where he's really hated and I'm really hated because we're kind of stuck with each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
So
you're
I
a great team, Leo. You're a great team. You and Dave, it's chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I think we have a
listening
similar
YouTube
sense
together.
of humor, and I understand him, and I don't know if he understands me or not, but I get his joking and his humor, and you know, he's a talented guy, and I think a lot of these people on here they don't like that. Because,
Can you now come clean, Leo, on Matt Taylor? Can you give us an exclusive that you and Dave have actually been dating for 7 years?
No, Dave hasn't even been on YouTube that long. I think he's been on 4 years.
So that rumor I just started isn't true then?
No. Honest to God, Dave was faithful to seasons. Like I said, and we've talked, you know, Convid, and whenever he would talk to me, he was always respectful. It was always very short. I always made sure that, you know, I never crossed any lines, but Dave was always respectful to me. He loved seasons. That was his girl. That's who he wanted to be with. But, you know, she couldn't get over the fact that he was a decent guy and he wasn't cheating on her. So, you know, I don't know.
What? He wasn't even cheating on that with Rick?
Maybe Rick.
Maybe Rick.
Maybe. Well, see, in the States, they think it's okay to have a girlfriend and a boyfriend. That's not cheating in some instances.
Really?
So,
is that right?
So in some situations, yeah.
Hey!
That's Max, that was. Does anyone know who Max is?
No.
No.
Oh, that's a clip of Rick. They're clipping Rick.
Got ya. Okay.
And Max
sorry,
was his
sorry
dog.
to interrupt you two talking. Whoa.
Max was his dog, Matt. Max was the dog that Rick had taken away.
Oh, yeah. These people.
And another crazy YouTuber, Matt, drove 100 miles to Rick's home, filmed herself outside Rick's house, and then got his dog taken off him. That's YouTube.
That's crazy.
Okay. Bloody hell.
I had somebody, I think, show up to my house once too, but I caught them, and they turned around and walked away. If that was, yeah, it was a guy.
Really?
I was, you know, I was on the phone with Dave. We were talking about, because it was like right after my bank got hacked and all that stuff, and I was getting threats, you know, constant threats. My daughter was just being threatened to get killed. I had my back porch light on, and I never have it on, and I never have my blinds open going out and back because it's all woods back there. There's nothing to see. And a guy came walking up, and I locked eyes with him, and he turned around and walked away, and I haven't seen him since.
That's terrifying, isn't it? For a woman with a child, that's really, really bad.
Yeah, my brother got me security cameras, and you know, I've got weapons now. But yeah, I'm a single mom with a daughter. I have 2 cats. I don't even have a dog or anything.
But do you know what's amazing though? What you just said. I don't know if Matt and Brian picked up on this and the chat. But you very casually said through, Andy threatened my daughter's life. And it was like, just like it's a normal thing to do. Nobody
cares. They called up. I was in my car, and my car picked up the call, and it came over the speakers because it was like Bluetooth. And I said, I didn't know. I didn't know if I thought it was Botter. That Botter was that troll that was harassing us. But I'm like, my daughter's in the car. Be careful what you say, not knowing who it was. And they said, I don't care if your daughter hears this, I'll slice her throat.
Wow.
And I told people on YouTube, and I said, you know, and I'm pretty sure it was Bergs, because
really? Fuck.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Bergs, and he's done it before. He's done it live, so you know, I wouldn't doubt that it was him. And nobody cares. Everybody still supports Bergs. Nobody cares that my child was threatened. But if I were to mention anything about anybody's child, not that I would slander a child, but then I'm looked down upon as saying like I'm a bad person.
So do you think that people just get so carried away with YouTube, they actually believe that they can say anything. Is that where we are?
Well, repeat that comment. What'd you say?
I think people get so comfortable being on YouTube and they push the boundaries so much. It's now got to the stage where anything goes. You can just say anything.
Oh yeah. 7, 8 years. I don't know how long you guys have been on YouTube, but 7, 8 years ago in the community I came from, the worst that could ever have happened to you, and they would shame you for it, right? Would be like doxing, like putting somebody's real name out there. Now it's beyond out of control. It's gone into like criminal activity now. And nobody on YouTube they don't want to get together and try to figure out who it is. And me and Dave pretty much pinpointed the groups who are doing it. And that makes sense because those are the groups I went to for help. Why they wouldn't want to help us, because they're the ones doing it.
Yeah, I think you make a good point, Leo, that unfortunately we do bring some of it on ourselves when we don't unite as a group and make collective complaints. I think that is a genuine problem.
Yeah.
That's my take on it.
So distanced from, I'll tell Dave, I don't watch the drama community because all those people are fake. All they are is they're all about themselves. They don't care about anybody. They don't have no, Dave says cause for community. It's all about clout chasing and who can get the most money. That's it. That's all they care about. They don't care about people. They don't care about kids. They don't care about rape victims. They don't care about anybody except for themselves.
Yeah, and I know Katie's in the chat and she's got strong feelings about this as well. A1000.
Yeah.
She's had a similar experience.
Katie is amazing, guys. She really is. I mean, she puts out our channel, and the lives that I do watch, they're pretty amazing. I've got to be straight up with Katie. Like, they are.
Well said, Brian. Well said.
Yeah.
I like this restream. It's real close to StreamYards. Does it cost money to do, or?
That's all free.
Oh,
yeah,
it
I
is.
think the only limitation is that we're only allowed 6 on the panel at a time, but I never get more than 6 anyway, so that's okay.
I think for StreamYards, that's the same as if you're not paying for it. If you're not paying for StreamYards, I think it's 6 as well.
So have you gone over to this Marco Polo? I've heard Noodles go on about that a lot.
Yeah.
You have, yeah. Well done.
It's pretty fun. It's like video messaging to each other.
You have orgies over there, don't you, Leo? That's what I'm hearing.
I'm what?
Everyone's talking about your legs, Leo.
You're having orgies. Orgies over there.
Yeah, orgies. Where all these old guys were showing their legs, and who was it? Philly showed his. I said, "Oh my God, Philly, those aren't legs. These are legs." And of course, they put it in their spank bank.
Exactly. That's what they're doing, Leo. You do know that.
I know. Perverts. That's what
aren't we all?
Yeah.
But you're not complaining, Leo. That's the thing.
No.
You see? You've got this reputation.
Yeah.
You take everything in your stride.
Right. It's like, hey, bring them my way. I don't care. I grew up with men, so I get men's humor, and I used to work with a bunch of men too, so like sexual comments and jokes like that don't bother me at all.
But Leo, you don't meet many real men on YouTube, unfortunately. It's mostly infested by little boys. You get the occasional one like Matt and Brian and Dave, but there's not many. So
And you, Jack.
So I nearly included myself, but I thought better.
Have you been married, Leo?
Yeah.
Have you been married? Oh, Leo's gone, I think. Oh, no, we haven't. You okay there, Leo?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. I was going to say, have you been married, if you mind me asking?
Yeah, I was with a man I was married to. We were together totally 20 years together.
Right.
We were married. We were together 13, and then we were married for 7.
Okay.
And then I was like, I'm out of here.
Oh, gosh.
20 years, though. It's a long time. 20 years total.
It's a lifetime. We went through a lot of stuff together. The loss of his parents, the loss of my father, he's a good guy, but
Are you still friends now?
yeah, he's the father of my daughter. So, you know,
Yeah.
it took us a long time to get to where we're at, but now we can have a conversation without trying to kill each other.
May I ask, are you looking for another man in your life, or?
Yeah, that's why she's on YouTube, Matt. She's only on YouTube to look for a man.
Leo.
Yeah.
Say no, you'll be inundated with strange requests.
Everyone always asks that question, and you know, to be honest, when I came to YouTube, I was still married when I came to YouTube, and then when I got divorced, I'm okay with being single for the rest of my life if I have to be, because I had the great love. You know, I was with somebody for 20 years. We had a child. You know, we've been through so many ups and downs. Like, I'm just cool with, like, you know, if I find somebody, I find somebody. If I don't, I don't. I have a child to raise, and that's my goal in life, is to make sure she's healthy and she, you know, grows up to be a strong, independent woman. You know, if a man fits in there somewhere, you know, great. If he doesn't, that's great as well.
I think Leo had her heart set on Russ, the Illusionist channel.
Oh yes, he broke
but then
my
we
heart.
found out he was gay, so you know, it all went.
He's a coward. I'm not impressed with that guy at all.
He's made a lot of videos about you, Matt, hasn't he?
Not me. Oh
yeah,
but
he's mentioned
he's
you a
taken
couple
them
of
down
times.
now, hasn't he?
Has he taken them down?
I thought he had, yeah.
Oh, he was talking about you too, Matt?
Well, no, I think he did a bit. You know, it's just going along with this silliness that's going on about us.
Yeah, he's looking for clout. You know, I heard he was celebrating. What did he had 2,000 subscribers, but nobody was there.
No, I was very upset when he turned on Dave. It wasn't nice, was it?
Yeah, I was upset too. Well, I mean, look what happened to him now, right? Like, we were all over there hanging with him. The guy is boring, right? But we livened up his channel and we were helping him, and what he did to Dave did not sit well with anybody, and everyone left. So now he's got nobody.
He called his viewers reapers. That was a bit disturbing.
That's not nice at all, is it?
Reapers, not rapers, reapers.
Yeah, Reaper. Yeah, he couldn't explain to me like what that meant. He just picked a name.
I think he's a bit of a bit gothic, isn't he?
You think so? He needs to wash his hair.
Yeah, he's got that goth look.
Well, apparently, a reaper is a farm implement or person that reaps, cuts, and often also gathers crops at harvest when they are ripe. There you go.
There you go then. So he just likes working in the fields, doesn't he? Yeah.
That kind of fits him.
So do you reckon, can you see yourself hanging around YouTube for the next 8 years? And where do you think YouTube is going to go as such?
Who, me?
Yeah, and all of us.
Honest to God, I think YouTube's going to start cracking down on things, and I think it's going to be a lot harder to stream unless you either pay or you have a substantial channel, because of all the trolling and you know, I don't know if you guys do you ever visit? I know Convid has, right? You go to some of these drama streams, right?
Oh,
and
yeah.
All it is people tearing each other apart, right? I don't know how people consider that content, and you know, all these people that are striking channels and reporting channels and terminating channels, and it's going to come to a stop real soon. I guarantee it. I don't know.
I think so. I think you're right, Leah. I think we're at the edge now of like the Wild West, and I think I think we're going to get a bit more civilized. I can see it.
They're gonna start putting laws in. Michigan itself has implemented. Our governor, as stupid as she is, she did do some internet laws here. Like, if you're caught swatting, you will serve jail time. You will be fined. The problem is they got to figure out who it is, and that's what they're working on now.
What is swatting? Because we don't have that term, Leo. What is swatting? Can you tell us?
Swatting here is when, like, a troll will call the police, or the fire department or an ambulance and get these emergency vehicles to show up, or the police to show up to your house, and it can be very dangerous, especially with the police. They did it. I had 6 to 8 cops show up here one time. They said I had a dead baby.
Wow.
And they were nice. They didn't bust in. I let them in, obviously, because it wasn't
dead baby. Who the fuck comes up with that?
That was that botter guy. I don't.
A dead baby though. What sort of person says that?
Who knows? Who knows?
Wow.
Before that, I think they said, what was I can't remember. I think they said I was going to kill myself or something like that.
So you really have
a receiving end of everything that these trolls throw at you, by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I've experienced it all. I was even trolled in real life. I dated a guy that trolled me.
But yet you've come across so positive, as if it's all just water off a duck's back. What's your secret with dealing with all this kind of adversity from YouTube?
I keep reminding myself that I am a winner. I'm a college graduate. I took care of my parents as they were dying. I'm raising a daughter by myself. I'm doing everything. I'm an accomplished person. These people that sit on YouTube and troll, what do they have? They have nothing.
Yeah.
I've had everything and have everything that I've ever wanted.
You know what they say, Matt? They say when they say about themselves, they say, "I'm the best." That's what they say. I'm the best. Leo's the best. Dave's the best. Michelle's the best.
What it tells me is Leo's got through it because she's had that self-belief in herself.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone has to have that self-belief.
It's life affirming. When they say I'm the best, it's like reaffirming to yourself.
You know what really kicked me into it though, because after my divorce, because I beat cancer twice.
Wow.
I've had at least 10 different surgeries, 6 back surgeries, and then these. I've come through everything, and I'm still, here walking, talking, doing, living my life. But after my mom died, she told me, she left us a note because she knew she was dying. She had cancer, and she said, "Always remember to be kind and stay away from bad people." So I will always remember that was my mom's dying wish for us to do. So that's what I follow.
Well, sorry, Leo, but apparently you're around bad people right now.
I'm around bad people now.
According to the rumors, we're the bad people.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, if I give everyone the benefit of the doubt, and until they show me that, they're a horrible person, then I will never believe what a troll says.
Yeah. And you've seen me and Matt. You've seen me, Matt, and Brian. You've seen us on other channels, and so you know who we are. Yeah. That's one thing that nobody ever has to worry about me. I don't listen to other people, and I don't flip-flop like that. And even if something comes out and says, someone has a criminal history or something like that, I don't judge them for that, because people make mistakes. And if I don't like somebody, I just stay away from them. I don't troll them. I don't mess with them. They have every right to be here, as much as I do, apparently. So.
Yeah, I don't have a criminal record. I've never understood the thinking behind it sometimes, but I've just never had a criminal record. I've never been to jail or charged with crimes or anything like that. That's never happened to me. I think I've been going home drunk one night. I got picked up by the police and put in the cells to sober up, and that's pretty much the worst thing I've ever done. I think I kicked a couch once. Literally the stupidest stuff. You kicked
the couch, Brian. Come on, tell us more about this. Tell us more.
I kicked a couch.
Really?
I kicked the couch out of pure frustration.
Oh,
and that was my crime.
Not an excuse, Brian. That's not an excuse. I'm sorry.
but people will make stuff up and say, "Oh, there was someone sitting on that couch," and
There we go. This is come on.
there
You're
you
telling
go.
the story now. Come on.
And then they fell off the couch and they broke their neck. And before you know it, Brian's got a record as long as your arm.
See? I knew there was more to it, Brian. I knew there was more to it.
He's been in jail. He's committed several crimes in jail as well. So he's got this huge long record.
Come on, let it all out, Brian.
I don't know how I can ever carry on. Oh my goodness.
Nah, we get people do get carried away. Yeah.
The naysayers. Having a lot of American friends from many years ago online, I discovered a great saying, and it's the naysayers ruin it for everyone. And that kind of stuck with me, as a lot of people are naysayers until you're actually with someone. You understand.
Leo probably doesn't know what that means, Brian. You got to tell her what that means, a naysayer.
Well, that's
I know what a naysayer is.
That's an American term.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I know what naysayers.
Well, it's me that doesn't know what it means then.
All right, okay.
Like a negative person.
Oh yeah.
And they'll say, no, he did this, he's bad, blah blah blah. Yeah,
Well,
I've been
that
everything
sounds
from a
That
murder.
sounds like two people we know that are lurking in the background. Are they still lurking, Matt? It sounds like those two.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the clippers. Yeah, the clippers are always going to be on YouTube, and you just, if you respond to every single clipper, they're always going to be there. What are you going to go against it? It's like, in Australia when they get a million mice just ransacking through their grain that they collect, right? Or in the Midwest or wherever in America, they've got huge silos full of grain, and all the mice suddenly, the population shoots up to like 1 million mice, and the guys say, well, we need a couple of thousand carpet pythons or whatever to take care of all these mice. They're just everywhere. It's a bit like that. You're going up against a wave of individuals, right, who with every generation, right, are seeing other people and are influenced by them, and they are doing the same thing. So you have this kind of behavior, and then as people grow out of that behavior, but some people stick with it because they're really not well. And
so Brian, have you had experiences with Klitschko and AJ? Have you had personal experiences with those two?
Nothing worth mentioning. Really nothing. The only thing I could think of was years ago when there was this guy from Australia, and I was modding this community, and he was just a horrible, hurtful person, and he just let go at me, and I hadn't done anything to him, and I thought, wow, what a poisonous, horrible life you must have to say all that stuff to a complete stranger just because your life is not that good right today. That was my honest thoughts on it. So I've watched this stuff and put up with it for at least 10 years, right? And you'll see people do things to each other. So of course you'll comfort someone who are not as worldly wise or as net wise, and you'll speak to them just like that person's just an empty vessel.
So why do you think Klitschko and AJ are so obsessed with Matt then? What do you think is going on there?
Well, that's the question, right? It's not up to me to decide. I would like to say something, but I'm not out to put something down as fact, other than it's horrible, and it's not up to me to to fix the world, and kind of fix their issues. That's up to them to fix their issues. They need serious help, if they're going around doing that, or the information they're getting needs corrected, it needs put straight. So I would always say, look, just start a serious conversation with someone and keep it respectful, and deal with it that way. And then you'll get the answers. You don't have to be mean to everyone, just to get by. And that way you can stop wasting your time on one person and move to the next person if that's your answer. But no, they like it, so they're just going to keep going on and on and on. And I'll do me, and they can do themselves. As far as I'm concerned, they can go. And there's loads of people know who I am. I've got big YouTubers have been to my house. It's crazy. I've not got a mansion, but I mean, or anything like that. It's just that lots of people know who I am, and if I was a bad person, I would have been outed a long time ago. I'm that old that if I was a bad person, I would have been outed a long time ago. And I'm sure it's the same for a lot of people watching and who watch these lives, and a lot of people who are involved in them, because of the naysayers who just make up stuff just to wind people up at first, and then it turns into this, oh well, he's biting, so let's just go with it, see where it takes us. And people will generally in chat, they'll do things like that. They'll put in little sly comments to make it look like, oh, he's doing something wrong, right?
Have you heard the comment that says Brian PC? The PC stands for Police Constable. Have you heard that?
Well, it does stand for that, but that's not what it is. I've already said what it is. It's my name.
But that's an example, is it, of one of the slights that people come up with to say that?
That's not really a slight. That's more of a
here means computer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
you've been. I've seen you in Michelle Marie Delaney's chat, Brian. Are you getting involved with the American crowd at the moment?
I've been involved with them for a long time, long before you were around,
really?
Matt.
Right.
Yeah. That's what that's the whole thing that I've been saying to you. That I've got lots and lots of American friends, and that's what I said to you a while back. That I'm on American YouTube channels, not even so much the lives, but watching some of them, involved with some of them in the past.
Do you get involved like you do with Michelle anywhere else?
I'm a mother. Yeah. When you say involved, that's a kind of a. What do you mean by involved?
Well, get involved with the chat, get on the panel.
Well, I've not really done that, have I? Well, not really. I mean, I think
in the chat with Michelle's for.
Yeah, but I'm not really there. Like I put some
time. You've been
on
Dave's panel, Brian. I've heard you on Dave's panel a couple of times.
Yeah, just the ones, just briefly. Just briefly, just to sort of introduce myself, to let everyone know that I'm not one of.
Do you think you'll be going back there? Think you'll go back on the panel at Dave?
Possibly, I might go on Michelle. I mean, it all depends on the night and what I'm doing that night. If people want to know, but I don't think it's like I'm not a special guest or anything. I'm not like a prize. I'm not someone that wants to be sort of pushed from pillar to post. Yeah, I'm not. That's not who I am. I don't think that much of myself. At all. Quite a humble, normal person, really. Having
consider
brought
yourself
up
a bit of a prize stallion, don't you, Jack?
Me? I've got a small willy though, Matt. So how can I be a prize stallion?
Yeah, that's why our marriage is off, by the way.
I'm like a Shetland pony. I'm a Shetland pony, Matt, not a stallion.
That's still pretty big.
Oh, you're being too kind. Look. Why don't you tell Leo? Why don't you tell them what you put on your Discord? Your educational video that you put up.
10. What was it? 10 sexual positions for men with tiny penises, or something like that.
See, Matt wouldn't watch that because it wouldn't interest him.
Well, I was talking to someone today about micro penises, and I want to ask. It's a bit rude. Have you come across a man with a micro penis, and how did you deal with it? Over to Leo.
I dated 2 men that have small penises, and there was a YouTuber that actually showed me his penis one time because he kept saying that he had the smallest penis in the world. And I said, I don't believe you. I think that's a line. And he actually, we went on like a Google Meet, and he showed me.
Wow.
And he had gigantic balls and a tiny penis.
Oh, wow. Okay. And can you still get enjoyment out of a tiny penis, or?
The guys that I dated, yeah, no, I guess. I mean, I guess it depends. I think it more has to do with like the foreplay and stuff when it comes to stuff like that. But sex, to me, I knew a long time ago that sex is not everything. That is not what you want to be looking for in a relationship. If that's the only thing you got going for in a relationship, then you're in it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, I agree with that. You can't have sex all day, every minute.
Right. I mean, what are you going to do with the other 23 hours and 45 minutes of the day? You know what I mean? It's
Sex is the cherry on top of the cake, isn't it?
yeah. I mean, I think it's great to have that physical and emotional connection with somebody, and you can share that. But like my ex-husband had issues with it. I stayed with them regardless. You know.
But did you know that me and Matt are going to consummate our marriage on Chatterbait? Yeah, did you hear
marriage
that?
is off, mate.
What?
I'm marrying Tell instead.
What the fuck? You're telling everybody on a live stream? You couldn't even do it in private?
Well, Tell he just gave me a
hell.
better offer.
Wait, what happened? You guys got
can't
married
believe
on
it.
Chatterbait?
No, we were joking.
You're joking? You think this is a joke? You think this is a joke?
Said we're gay.
Humiliating me on your channel?
No.
Telling me the marriage is off?
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was only a joke. Remember?
I can only think of one thing worse, and that is dumping him by text.
Oh, I'm glad you're all laughing. I'm glad you all think it's funny. Let's all laugh at Justin, the man with a small penis.
He had his heart broke.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
We love you, Jack.
Same old story, innit? I get sucked onto a panel. People are nice to me, and all the time they're laughing behind my back.
Have you told Leo what happened between you and your last girlfriend?
Well, I remember when Emily and Monk were on, I did try. I don't know if Leo remembers. It was about a month ago, and they were quite drunk and maybe other substances. And I think you found it hard to keep up, didn't you, Leo, with what was going on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Remember that?
You said you joined later and you were having a go at her or something like that, right?
Well, no, I was laughing at the boyfriend because he was drunk and he was just making me laugh. And he thought he was winding me up. They've been on a few times. Every time they come on, they're drunk. It's a bit painful, but...
Oh, okay, so that was the one I was watching, and they got into a fight, right?
Yeah, that's it.
I remember that. I couldn't understand what was going on.
They've done it a few times. But didn't Emily turn up in your chat the other day? But she left, didn't she?
Whose chat?
Yeah, she did. Yeah, but
is that because nobody says hello? If nobody says hello, she goes, doesn't she?
So basically, you haven't really told Leo what happened in that hotel room.
Did you see what I was trying to do? I was trying to swerve you off. I was trying to swerve you away, but Matt's brought us right back.
I know I'm terrible for that though, because I love a bit of
Hey, listen, let's not give it all away on the first panel, because then Leo won't come back.
Yes, we've got to try and entice Leo back with some more tales of your sex life, Jack.
But we're hoping that Ben comes back, because that was, he won't be put off, will he? With that, he seemed alright, didn't he?
No way. Yeah.
Ben
and I can personally dispel one myth. Jack's got a big willy, because I've seen it.
We used to shower together, Leo.
Okay.
When I stayed with Matt, we used to share the shower together just to save water.
Right.
Being your wingman.
I'm going to come out of this threesome and whatever it is, and I'll catch you in chat, guys. I've got some things to do. Lovely
Cheers,
talking
Brian.
to you, Leo, Jack, and
yeah.
It's only because we've got Leo here, Brian, that we haven't had Leo on the panel before, so that's why we want to.
Brian, it's Leo's fault. Leo's brought down the tone, mate. I'm sorry about this. It's these American women coming over here seducing us.
It's just the early evening over there too. The night is young, guys. The night is young.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. So lovely chatting. I'll speak to you later, and have a nice evening, everyone.
Bye, Brian.
So where is Noodles now, anyway? What's he up to?
Oh, I don't know. He was streaming earlier, but I left because I think I was trying to take a nap.
Got you.
But I couldn't.
Well, I can't see him streaming at the moment, but that's cool. I hope he's okay, whatever
I
he's
sent
doing.
him pictures because he told me yesterday to send him pictures of women that used to be men, and he said he'd be able to tell me each like what's an actual woman and what's an actual man. So I sent him some pictures. So maybe he'll go live with that.
Oh, that would be interesting. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? See if he
So
can.
what's Michelle then? What is Michelle then? Is she a woman or a man?
She's intersexed, or what they used to call it is hermaphrodite. She was born both male and female.
So you can have both then, can't you?
Yeah, you could have both, but I made sure that I didn't get like hermaphrodites.
No, I mean it's an interesting condition, isn't it? Because, well, I don't know, but I would. How would any of us deal with it? It's a question we can never really know, is it?
It's amazing, really, when you think about
it. And is it a disability? Would that be classed as a disability or just a uniqueness in people? I don't know.
I think it's just a uniqueness, because I've known hermaphrodites that, you know, they lead a pretty normal life. But Michelle is actually, she's very interesting, because not only was she born with that, you know, and then her parents raised her as a boy, and she made that decision when she was, I don't know, 20 or something like that, that she always felt like a woman. So that's why she's had a falling out with her family. And the doctors even said that she's more woman than man. So she started living her life as a woman. Then she also has Asperger's, which is, you know, disability, and she's blind, partially blind, almost completely blind, and she's got hearing problems. And I would even say that she might even have a bit of gigantism, because she's so big, you know, like tall. She's a medical wonder, Michelle. That's
not a secret, though, is it? It's not a secret, Leo, that you had you won't mind me saying this, but you also used to speak to her privately, didn't you? So you did get to know her really well.
Oh yeah, for like a year. Yeah, she was calling me, her and Ed. They would fight, and she would call me and say, "Can you calm Ed down?"
Wow.
I'm like, "Why? What's wrong?" You know, and I was one time I was coming back from taking my daughter to the Shed Aquarium. You know, it was just me and her, and she knew. And she's like, Leo, I gotta talk to you. So on the drive home, it was like an hour and a half drive, 2 hour drive home, I had to talk to Michelle and calm her down. You know, that's how close I was with her, and how deep I was with her, if you want to. And then when she backstabbed me, I was like, never again. And of course, I went back and she did it again. So,
but like we're saying,
have you ever met her, Leo?
Yeah.
No, I was going to go out there this summer, because I was going to help her clean her place up and try to find her suitable housing that would be better for her. But after everything that went down, I'm like, I'm not wasting my time anymore, you know?
Did you know about this, Matt? Did you hear about that, Matt? The backstory with the certain, you know, the City Central crowd, they all piled in and messed it up.
Yes, no, yeah, I have followed it. I caught you defending us, Leo, which I really appreciate.
Yeah,
that means so much, that, you know, talking.
Oh, I know it does. Because I've never had anyone really to defend me. I had a couple people step up once in a while, but when I say that 90% of YouTube do not like me, I'm very honest and I'm very truthful. And you know, with that one guy, that Steve Billings, like, I don't have anything personal with that guy, but there's something I don't like about him, so I stay away. And when I say things like that, it hurts their feelings, but I really don't care, you know, at this point.
But we're used to strong women on Matt Taylor's channel, Leo, so you're in good company here. We've got a lot of strong women in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and thanks ever so much for, you know, for coming on. I really hope, if you don't mind, you'll come on again. If you,
of course.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. And I hope maybe Katie will come on next time as well, and you can chat with her. It'd be great.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, it'd be nice for you to chat with Katie and Mandy. Actually, we haven't. You haven't actually had Mandy come on the panel ever, have we?
Oh, this is it. Maybe we can tempt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, this Matt Taylor TV is the place for strong women.
Definitely.
Good, and it's refreshing. So Katie says refreshing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else I want to ask you while you're here? I personally think YouTube is going to go mainstream. I think there may be a kind of YouTube. I think it's going to go more mainstream and get even bigger. So I like to think.
I think Leo said to me in America, did you say, Leo, that is it only 1% of people are on YouTube? Did you say that?
Yeah. I think when I looked up the statistics of like how many people are in America and how many people are in YouTube, it was very low. I don't remember if it was 1% or I think that's right. There's not a lot of people on YouTube. And when you mention this stuff to people that aren't on YouTube, they just look at you like you're crazy. So it's kind of like I'm a little embarrassed. Like, and when these people reach into my personal life, then I have to explain that these people have a mental defect in their brain to think that what they're doing is okay. It's so embarrassing to explain to my family, like, these are grown adults that are acting like children.
And so do you think that maybe we let ourselves down sometimes by getting too engrossed in it? We get a bit carried away ourselves, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Well, I was into it real, like, I went through a bout of depression right before my mom died. And, when she died, it slapped me senseless. Like, what are you doing wasting your life on here? And that's all it took. It was a big thing, but, it woke me up enough to say, this social media stuff it's hazardous to your health. It puts you into a place that when you're so hated by everybody, like, I think I was punishing myself or something. I don't know what I was punishing myself for, but I always stuck around these people that always told me how terrible of a person I was. And now I know that that's not true. Everything that they've ever said about me was like, I've never done that. Like, these are all lies. You guys invented a person to hate. But that's not even me.
I used the phrase hyenas, though, and you picked up on that. Like, the hyenas would always pick on, like, the lion or the big beast, won't they? They'll hunt in packs, but they'll always prey on the big beast.
You know what's one of the greatest things about this? That I've had hundreds of people come at me, and I'm still here.
Yeah.
Because I am that strong. Because there's nothing there's nothing on me. They've doxed me. I don't have a criminal record. In fact, they'll see, everything in my life has, the house I own, my name, all the cars I own, my name, the job I had, I went to college for that. These people have nothing. So they have to invent lies. And I think that's what they do to like people like you as well. They take something, they twist it, and they want people to hate you over something so trivial, and it's ridiculous. I hate it.
It's been a great night, Matt. We've had two really strong people on the panel tonight. We've had Ben, we've had Leo.
Well, look,
good.
Jack, shout out to you and Brian, but you are a great co-host as well, Jack, and you've been such a support to me, and I know you've been a support to other people, Katie, etc. So yeah, thanks ever so much for you taking the time to join us.
Well, I think it brings out the best in us. I think the longer we stay here, I think we only stick around because ultimately we want to be here, and we are getting something out of it. And I just think it does bring out the best in you, even though we have our moments. It can only be good, I think. If you've got the right motive, I think only good stuff can happen here. And I think you've proven that, Matt, because your channel's been taken down so many times. Yeah. But you keep coming back.
I think there's a future for YouTube because this type of engagement we don't get on TV. And once they tweak it, once I'm able to ban people from the back, once we tweak it, it's going to be an amazing medium. And I think it not only, go from strength to strength. So
I think Leo's right. I think Leo's right. YouTube. I think Leo was right earlier when she said there's been so many. I think the police are now getting so fed up with it all they're going to have to crack down on it. So I think new laws will be brought in. I think Katie's mentioned it as well before. It's bound to
Yeah.
happen.
They're already working on it here. One of the things is like there won't be troll accounts, or there will be a limit because everybody's account in America will have to be accounted for. You know, YouTube is majority of children, and to think that there's these grown adults on here that do the things that they do, and a lot of them will surround themselves around children like Botter and make them do horrible things to other adults. The police have to do something at this point because there's been so many school shootings here, all related to social media.
Wow.
There's been suicides, all related to social media. And it's because of these trolls, these horrible.
This is what we don't really pick up on much of that over here. So in America, it really is escalating.
It's pretty bad here. It's pretty bad.
Wow.
Well, you make the point, Jack, that in America they carry guns, and that's the difference, isn't it?
Dave's had it on his live stream. Dave walks around with a gun sometimes in his back garden. It's amazing.
They had that poor guy so paranoid that people were going to show up to his house. I mean, he's not kidding when he was being swatted every day for almost a year straight.
I don't think we really appreciate that.
Yeah, and to see what these other, like, I don't know if you know, like the people that he reached out to, like G Mangoes, like these bigger YouTube people, they just they acted like he deserved it. Dave is a human being, and all he's ever done was try to create comedy, and these people ganged up on him and thought it was okay for these people to torment somebody for years.
Sorry to interrupt, Leo. Sorry to interrupt, but can I just say for the chat that that this man Dave, and correct me if I'm wrong, Leo, but has he been arrested 50 times over YouTube?
He's never been arrested.
No, I meant the police. What? The police were taking him on 50 times, 50 separate occasions.
Oh, I'm sure, if not more.
If not more. Can you believe that, people? That this man has been targeted over 50 separate occasions by the police for incidences involving people on YouTube. That's incredible. And that means them coming round to his house, doesn't it? Armed. That's what swatting is, isn't it? They're armed.
And he had, I think, I don't know the difference in guns, but I think like an AK-47, he had police show up to his house with those pointed at him.
Wow.
And then he would just be at a gas station sitting talking to people, and somebody would call and they would show up and give him a hard time at the gas station or the convenience store or whatever. Not to mention they sent him child porn, constantly doxed him. They also edited clips and sent him to businesses to set him up so that the police would come and, arrest him. He's had it all. He's had it all. He's had it worse than more than a lot of people on here.
Sounds like it.
Someone who's doing really well for himself, becoming a successful YouTuber, and then other people who can never do what he does, sabotaging him, knocking him down.
Yeah.
And to have a gun pointed in your face, I think most people would give up after the first time, wouldn't they?
Yeah. He's stubborn like me, though, I think, because it was the same thing. They were like, it'll stop, Leo, if you get off YouTube. I'm like, fuck off. I ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Nobody demands me to do anything.
And I know it sounds a bit perverse, but in a way, it also benefits you because your performance becomes more enhanced. You become more seasoned. You become just more experienced. And in the end, your live streams become better anyway. So it kind of backfires on the haters, really.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it always does. It always does. Good will always prevail. I know we will be knocked down several pegs a few times, but good always prevails. I have faith in that.
See, this is it. If you've got the right motive, like with Matt, he has got the right motive. Regardless of what people say, Matt, what is your reason for being on YouTube? What is your motive?
Well, it's always been to entertain and
There you
inform.
go. There you go.
And of course, I get something out of it. I get companionship. I get company. I get to play the the TV presenter, and that's something I've always found interesting.
And I think the Americans, especially, what they all picked up on is that you do have a slick style. You know, you're not typically British. You do have that. You could literally just talk to yourself for hours. You just have that ability to just communicate.
He's entertaining for sure. Yeah, I love your streams.
And his editing.
I love your edited clips too, and with your music and stuff like that.
Yeah, you've picked up on it, haven't you, Leo? The editing and the videos.
Yeah, he's very good at it.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, but haven't all YouTubers got that in common, haven't we? We all seem to realise we need to have the visuals, we need to have the, you know, the entertainment, the promotion.
Good YouTubers.
Yeah.
Good YouTubers. There's not a lot that, like Dave does it, you know, or Noodles Hill. He actually takes the time out to make, like, you know, little edited clips or commercials or something to spice up his streams. A lot of them don't do that. A lot of them just click that on button, go live, and then, you know, they start smack talking each other.
It's so boring, isn't it, Leo, when they're just shouting at each other for hours?
It's boring.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't give a crap what anyone thinks of me. You know, I've been told I've been the worst of the worst on here, all while these people are doxing, hacking my bank, threatening my child, swatting me. You know, I don't do any of that stuff. They do.
Yeah.
We see you've got that self confidence that is so rare, actually. But then again, it's in a lot of us. It's whether you choose to bring it out of yourself.
Yeah.
And do you know
what I tell people all the time is, if you remember who you are and remember your accomplishments, and you will pull yourself out of it. But
it's good advice.
A lot of people can't do that.
But can I just say, Matt, do you think it's
going on there?
Do you think it's a coincidence, Matt, that this very night you've had Ben, you've had Leo in the same night, both really positive people, they're both attracted to your channel? You see, that can't be a coincidence.
I just see it as it's all fallen into place, and things happen when they're meant to happen.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Leo, me and Jack have been trying to we've been talking about you coming on here for weeks now, and so yeah, it's all fallen into place on the night when it was meant to fall into place.
Well, I want to thank Brian, because I noticed that Leo jumped on as soon as Brian appeared. I think that sexy Scottish voice.
I didn't know he was joining, but yeah, it was nice to talk to him. No, I would have joined sooner, but I told Convid, like, when it comes to people's accents, I don't want to be up here and be like, can you repeat that? Can you say that again? You know, so it takes me a little bit of time to get accustomed to things like that. And now I hear you guys, and I have no problem interpreting anything you say.
Good.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, I feel bad for Brian. It was only because you're on, and I thought, while you're here, we got to make you the center of the attention.
Look, Matt, let's be honest, it was all Leo's fault. She was being very suggestive. She was bringing down the tone.
Yes.
And the poor Brian, he just didn't know what to do with himself. It was a shame. So come on, Leo, you got to tone it down, really.
Oh, I know.
Scaring all these men away.
So what's happened? What I want to ask is, so do you get around in the sense that, do you join other live streams? Can you recommend any other good live streams, or is just Dave the best over there?
I'm just usually at Noodles. The only other place I do go, but I don't dare join his panel, is Mark Terry.
Oh, you're a lurker. You're a lurker there, right?
I'll go in there and say hi once in a while, but like again, it's the drama. I'm trying, like, anytime I'm seen in a channel like that, like, people come at me like so hard, you know, like, oh, she's back, let's get her. And
you
right
were,
now,
you were on Rick's channel, weren't you? You did go on Rick's for a bit.
I did go on Rick's. Well, because I was trying to help him.
Yeah.
But I got demodded and blocked.
Yeah. More haters. More haters, wasn't it? More haters.
Is Noodles the best in America, or?
Yeah.
He is, really. Is he? You were quick off the mark there, Jack.
Is he the best in America? What do you mean?
Is he the best YouTuber, or has Noodles got competition over there?
He's pretty good,
I
isn't
would
he,
think
Leo?
in our community, he's the boss, but
He's pretty
I mean,
good.
yeah,
I
he's
often
very
see it as
entertaining. I
lily
wish he would
pads. I mean,
focus on himself more.
sorry, say that again. I was talking over you. Say that again. Sorry.
I wish he would focus on his own channel. Like Noodles likes to help people, and he sees potential in people, and he wants to get their channels up and going, and he does a good job. He gets them donations, he gets them viewers, he gets them subscribers.
But
I
Leo,
think
he's got that
it's time-
illness. He's got that illness, that paraphilia. He can't help it.
The what? Oh yeah, jeez.
So look, I sometimes describe the UK YouTube as a big pond, but with different lily pads, and we've got different kind of like groups. Is that the same in America? I mean, for example, has LA got its own YouTube scene?
Yeah. That like in they call them IRLs in real life streaming, and the West Coast have their streamers, the East Coast have theirs, the Midwest have theirs, and sometimes we meet up, and it's really territorial at times.
Right.
But also, Leo, can you explain to Matt what bottom of YouTube is? Because isn't that what is Dave part of that bottom of YouTube?
Oh, Dave, he came in there because I can't remember. He was watching.
Can you tell Matt what it is? Can you tell Matt what the Boyd is?
The Boyd is a bunch of losers that live stream. I mean, that's the only way to explain it. It's every Boyd person I've met over there. They're either on drugs, alcohol, criminals, or mentally ill. And that's not even a joke.
So Dave wasn't part of the Boyd then?
No, he just entertained them, and I think he tried to like do his little shtick with them, but they didn't receive it too well, and that's why he's so hated.
Ah.
Not because of who he is, it's just because of the character he was trying to portray on here.
Yeah,
And is that Mark Terry part of the Boyd then?
I would think he is. I would think that Mark Terry is the biggest part of the Boyd now.
Because it's all trash talking, yeah? That's what the Boyd is.
Yeah, it's pretty much trash talking, or or they get high or drunk, and then those streams are horrible.
So really, Matt, that's a similar thing to what fucking Bleeding Heart does with Esau, yeah? That would be the equivalent of the Boyd over here.
That's an interesting word, isn't it? Boyd.
Bottom of YouTube. It's BOYT, bottom of YouTube.
Well, the story behind that though is the man who created Boyd, or he came up with the name, Vlogger Puppets, and the Boyd was supposed to stand for the best of YouTube, but as these people were coming out, and people seeing what they streamed and what their topics were and what their channel was about, they changed it to the bottom of YouTube because they're really, really bad people. The Boyd is filled with bad people. Like
Melton John, yeah?
Bergs. Okay, I'll name Melton John, Bergs. Who else was in the Boyd?
Have you seen these characters, Matt?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Have you heard of Melton John? Have you ever seen Melton John, Matt?
No, but you just said that was Berg's Melton John.
No, those are different.
Sorry. Right.
Tell them about Melton John.
Melton John kind of, God, I don't even know where to start with that guy. He is a man, a Jewish man, mind you, who is portraying himself as a woman, though he doesn't put much effort into it. God. He threatens, him and Dave used to go at it. He would threaten to kill Dave all the time. He lives in his truck. He takes craps on the side of the road. I mean, he's just disgusting.
Oh, wow.
And this is a YouTuber.
And this is people. Oh, Rich Life of Road Trips was Boyd, I believe.
These are characters, aren't they, Matt? These are real characters in America.
Yeah, and then the thing is that they're not real. I mean, these are real people that are on here. Like Dave played a character. These people are legitly crazy.
I've noticed, Leah, that quite a few of them actually live in their cars and their vans.
Yep. Oh, Sam.
Sam?
Yeah, Sam. He's not Boyd, though. I think he's considered Slab City, which is actually merged with Boyd now, I think.
Because Slab City, we know what that is. That's that famous place where people are homeless, isn't it?
Yep. Yep.
So they literally lived on Slab City, did they, on YouTube?
Yeah, I don't know if Slab City News ever lived on it, but I know he reported on it. So I'm not familiar. I was always told, stay away from Slab City. Those people are the worst.
Wow.
Like, they're worse than the Boyd. So, but some of the people I've met from there, they're pretty nice people.
Yeah, there's goodness everywhere, isn't there? And
Yeah. I think there's good and bad everywhere. Exactly.
Well, I've
who's your
enjoyed it.
favorite, I love that song, Good or Bad, and all of us. Who's your favorite singer, Leo?
Right now, I'm really digging Teddy Swims. He's actually someone that was found on YouTube.
Teddy
his name
Swims.
his name is Teddy Swims.
Can anyone put a link up for Teddy Swims, one of his songs?
What kind of genre is he? Is he what kind of pop music?
He is, I would say, pop R&B type.
Right. Ah.
Yeah. He's very good though. He doesn't look like your traditional, like, boy bandy type person. He's got tattoos all over his face. He's a bigger guy.
Yes, I think I've got him. Actually,
Yeah.
He's got his own YouTube.
Yeah, he's got a great voice. I love the raspiness of his voice.
Would you get a copyright if you put it on, Matt? Would you get a
Most
copyright?
probably will, but I'm so glad I asked the question because we're learning so much from you today, Leo. It's just brilliant having you on. But there's the link to Teddy Swims' YouTube channel in the chat, so we can all.
And Leo was saying that a good track is called "Not in My Town," yeah, which is quite a good reflection on how we should treat YouTube.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
I was saying what? What did you say?
That song you were saying called "Not in My Town" was a good way of reflecting how we deal with people on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
That they wouldn't dare turn up into your town because you deal with it, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, I've told them. I'm to that point now that if anybody says or threatens me anyway, I'm like, just show up now. We'll deal with it when you're actually here in the physical form.
You know what I mean?
I've been threatened enough that nobody's ever done anything. So, and I'm ready for them this time.
You're a survivor. See, you're the American version of our Katie, I think. You're a fighter, warrior.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You're in good company.
And you're a great co-host.
Thank you.
She knows that.
I'm better now. I used to be so nervous when I went up there.
We can't believe that.
Oh yeah. Well, because I was always, everybody always turns on me, and if Dave turned on me, I hated to think that what was going to happen, because he had such a bad reputation. But I took a chance on him, and I think he's a really good guy. He's been a really good
Dave's
friend.
a very kind man. That's what I've learned about Dave. He's very compassionate, and he really does have a good heart, I believe.
And you make a great team, Leo. It's great seeing you, you and Dave as a team like that. It's just inspirational.
I'm glad to hear that.
Matt, look, they have been dating for 7 years. So Leo doesn't like me saying that, but
Yeah.
You might as well.
Are you ever going to meet him? One day I might go to New Jersey, or one day he might come to Michigan. But I mean,
here we go. Here we go.
This is a friendship thing.
Is he your type, or is he your type?
What's so funny about him is he reminds me so much of my dad that I would have to say he is kind of my type because I get his sense of humor and stuff. But I told Jack, I never thought of him any other way than a friend because I respected seasons. I would never.
If Dave said call me daddy, then you'd say no.
Yeah, I wouldn't call him daddy. It's so awkward to do that. Like, we tried joking around, like, sexually, you know, because we got good chemistry.
Oh yeah.
But
How did it go?
I think it makes us uncomfortable because we do have a connection, you know?
You like brother and sister, yeah?
What's that?
You like brother and sister?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I think of it.
Oh, that's lovely. That is, yeah. But mind you, then again, yeah. Well, anyway, how far away from you geographically are you from him?
From him? Yeah, I never looked. I would say
You've never
about a
looked? How far
day's
away?
drive, maybe a day's drive or so.
Right, nice.
Yeah,
If you
we're not.
were to
Oh,
travel from one end of America to the other, right? How many miles would you say that is?
Oh, geez. I have no clue. I have no clue.
Thousands.
It's got to be huge.
Because what is the tip to tip in the UK? Does anyone know? From like Scotland to like Brighton?
Isn't it 300 miles or 400? Something like that.
You know what I mean? It's nothing, is it? It's just there's no comparison, is there?
Listen, we're going to wrap it up at 3 hours, everyone. So thanks ever so much, especially to everyone on the panel.
I'll
Leo,
leave you with this thought.
fine.
Dave said to me the other day that Texas is bigger than the whole of Great Britain. How about that?
Yeah, damn right it is.
It's 2,700 miles across the United States.
Right, 2,700. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 10
More
times
than I thought
the
it was.
difference. Yeah, 10 times the size.
Yeah. Well, listen, everyone. Thanks ever so much, Leo, for coming on. I really hope you come on again.
I will. I will.
And bring your bro. Bring your bro, Dave. 'Cause you haven't had
Dave.
noodles on for forever, I think. I'm sure he'll be going live soon anyway.
He might. I don't know what his plans are.
You know what I've learned from YouTube people, Matt and Leo? What I've learned is don't take yourself too seriously. Don't be too sensitive. You got to play a few cute mind games sometimes and to take on the bad people. But if you've got the right motive, just have fun. That's how I see it.
Yeah. Laugh at everything. That's what I do.
Yeah, even the bullies. Yeah.
In yourself as
The only
well.
the only time it bothers me is when I see other people get bullied. Like, it really bothered me that Dave was being bullied so bad. And I know he's a man, he's a grown man, but I don't like to see it because I've been through it so much.
We saw Ben breaking down tonight. It's not a weakness. We've all got feelings.
Yep, we do.
And we've
All
all got
right, look, I gotta go. I gotta go finish my
It's been
dinner and
great.
stuff.
It's been a
God
great
bless.
night.
Thanks so much, Leo.
No problem.
Bye, Leo.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Look,
Yeah, well
Jack,
done, Matt.
I want to thank you with all my heart for getting Leo on, because I know you are the producer.
Well, like Leo said, it all comes in the end. It all works its way out. If it's meant to be, it happens. And people just like being around you, Matt. You know, I know.
Look,
It
I like
sounds
being
like
around you lot because you're great company.
you
And
bring
thank
out the
you
best
so much.
in us, Matt. That's what it is.
Well, mate, and Brian and Leo and everyone in the chat.
And Ben,
Tonight's been awesome.
Ben's been great.
There's one person I didn't mention there, isn't it? Ben. But what we're going to have to do with Ben is we're going to get Ben back on because I didn't hear
Yeah.
a fucking word he said.
Listen, it was a one-off tonight, wasn't it? And it was a one-off. Normally, it was on his live earlier. It was crystal clear. It was just one of those nights. That's all.
Yeah. But it just means we can do it again.
And there was a lovely lady, like I said earlier in the chat. You'll find her name when you go back. She was really invested and she loved it. And she wants to come back.
Yeah, and yeah, you're right because we did have some new faces on, which was brilliant.
Only good things can happen.
Beavis and Butthead, they've been in
Oh,
the
yeah.
background all night.
But listen, even they're welcome, aren't they? Because we know they've got potential, and we know that deep down that they don't want to be like they are, do they? They're in pain. That's all.
Yeah. But then again, you got to be sad, really massive losers if you're waiting in the shadows to come on Matt Taylor TV.
Totally.
I wouldn't bother myself. But I'm so glad you did, and I'm so glad Brian and Leo did.
You know what? It's going to get better and better and better.
Onwards and upwards. And
Night for now.
you know, I'll never leave you for tell. You know that.
Oh, look, I'm going. I don't need this. See you later, people.
Love you all.
Take care, babe.
Bye bye.
Thanks,
Thank
babe.
you so much, Jack. We're gonna see out on the promotional video because I know how much you love it. Thanks everyone for joining me today. Let's do it all again soon.
I've just got big boobs.
Did you ever feel so bad inside?
Thank you, everyone. Let's do it again soon. You've been watching Matt Taylor TV. A big shout out to everyone who's joined us today, everyone who came into the chat. You make it special and you make it worth it. So until the next time, everyone, thank you. And let's all take a moment to remember the great man that was Alan Wilson. Alan Wilson. Tomorrow, I will be premiere some Alan Wilson documentary. So tomorrow, it will be dedicated to Alan Wilson. Until the next time, everyone, remember, King Arthur loves you.